And if the cats come and scratch it while you're broadcasting, do you have a plan for this?
Well, he likes to scratch the bottom part, not the level where the mic is,
Okay.
so we'll just hope and pray. In the meantime, op starts early. What? People are trying to
So I'll
make me
spin
play
this
games.
spin.
Cover the comms, I have to turn them down.
And I am noting that this is a 69 card ob, so this is definitely some very big ob, whether it's mid combo kill line or just I have so much stuff I can't possibly run out of things to fetch. We will see.
Yes, we did see a large op list back in the was it last week's stream with at the AMT, and we had just a 67 card op. And today we find players making the cultured choice. The difference between 6-7 and 6-9 is not different. There's no deck consistency difference, but there's a cultural difference, and this is one is siding with the millennials.
Yes, yes. So I'm looking through the log, and this was a corpse side mulligan and a runner side keep. And certainly, like after I saw that turn one of install spin, res spin, manually draw a card, then hedge fund, I was thinking that we were seeing a corp mulligan hand, because that is usually not a sequence of play I'm looking for out of hands that I keep.
Yeah, and you open yourself up to a bit of risk here because, what does Lou want to do? Install a Gourmand and take something out of HQ, and you don't want to give them the acceleration that also takes away resources from you.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Maskarovka is one of the ideal things you could possibly have as your very first piece of ice. You get it for only one. We're going to go see what's in the remote, but we're also going to spin straight away. So 2 unseed cards going back. You do have to pop Spin Doctor before they breach with
Yes,
with
otherwise
Pinhole. Otherwise, they
you
could
can't control the
juke and
spin,
take out
and
the
there
Spin
was
Doctor.
no.
And now there's 2 agendas in archives. But in the meantime, there was an anthill in server 2. Very good for the runner to have taken that down. But getting the Maskarovka face check and the opening econ operation means you're not too bad off. Meantime, we have the
Toxin here.
Yeah. Yes, Toxin. Yeah, Maskarovka Winchester, great picks. Winchester on HQ, and there is stuff to lose on the runner's side. So
There's no guarantee that's Winchester on HQ. It could be Winchester R&D.
The true juke. So, all right, there's less stuff than I couldn't remember Winchester's exact stuff it trashes. So you could. Yeah, so Gachapon goes get something, and if it's not a program, then you could face check the Winchester with Reckless Abandon. But the runner is doing regular setup with early game cards, a pinhole to stop the court from running away, and just Nuka and Paladin. Paladin is an incredible find this early in the game. However many turns this game takes, that's how many credits Paladin will make.
This was a Gachapon pop that we're seeing here. And that's going to be an Echelon install, which, let's see, firmware virtual resource. Yeah, so it could have installed the twinning, but like this seems a little early in the game for a twinning, even if there's a Paladin to help charge, like to get it fully charged. The counters aren't doing you any good unless you can get in.
Yeah, and the Corp did start with a very telegraphed play that probably is a Maskarovka on R&D, so the Corp would be thrilled to spend 1 credit to dunk on your twinning and have a Maskarovka for the future.
Yes.
In the meantime, runner is drawn, holding 8 cards in the grip. Another Dr. Nuka coming down. We're just gonna keep going. Devil Charm on the table. Not a lot of actual money. So if you end up having to pay a lot of trash costs, there doesn't look like there's any support for that sitting on the table right now.
Yep. So we are seeing that the RFGs from the Gachapon were Fencer Fueno and a Steel Skin. I think the Steel Skin is very reasonable. Like with the second Nuka in hand, there is tons of draw, like especially because Lou feeds a little bit more draw. with the ID triggers that gain 1, draw 1. Also helps keep the cards flowing. And like Steelskin is not a reliable defense against. Though there are certainly setups where it can be a very strong defense. Like if you sit at 4 cards in hand with double Steelskin, you survive double end of the line all of the time.
More likely double measured, but yeah. But also, keeping exactly 4 cards in hand is a very suffocating way to play Netrunner. And this might be removed just because we know it's probably critical to get going faster, and if you're going to end up just playing the Steelskin anyways, then you might just say 2 Nukas is great. We'll just use those. Exactly. All right, crew, we can take down any ice. Fortunately for the Corp, no real high value hits.
Fire coming in.
All right, light the fire. I think this might be the first one of these I may not have seen. Lit. I may not have ever seen this resolve. So this is a resource. You click it, trash it, take a core damage, and you run. Everything in the route is blank this run. And if you succeed, you get in and you trash everything in that server. It's a very niche.
Now, I will note, Light the Fire does not access any of these cards, so you do not get the Lou card draw.
Yeah, you'd have to. Yeah, no Lou. You don't get to see what this was. This could have just been some clown car upgrades, but that's a great thing to get rid of. We will get to see what's in here. Oh, got an Azef protocol.
A Takana and a Zato.
This score would have gone pretty hard if it had gone off.
Yeah, certainly getting the score with, like, on top of the Takana, always great for tempo.
And Zato is pretty threatening. You can throw Stavkas at their breakers, and chances are you have more than one breaker of each type in an Anarch deck. But if you get to late game and you've discarded one, you could have problems. And in the meantime, having picked up points and a whole clown car of upgrades, the runner will just continue to set up. There's nothing to do on the table right now.
And Trickster Taco's unhappy right now, which is kind of awkward. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a run on Archives just to spend down on Taka.
Yep, you can use stun breakers even if there's no encounter currently happening. And it's a little awkward that you can only spend in increments of 3 for this type of burning maneuver.
Yeah, but I mean that was still a click and 3 credits spent to remove a tag, which is worse than the usual rate.
But it's this house money that you were unable to spend anyways.
Yes. But like that's still a real click. That's a real click. You're out.
Yeah, the click is the biggest cost, as well as, we sit here at 0 credits, and daily cast is real good. Like you'll get back to 3 credits worth of stuff you can use to install.
Yeah, to install. Yep.
But if the corp can come up with a problem that you need to solve right now, and 3 credits isn't enough, they're getting away with that.
Mm-hmm.
And we do see
the corp's going to have a hard time presenting problems with.
All right. We do have a bit of a hello game of droids. We might have to take a break from this match because they have a judge call, and we probably don't want to broadcast the judge call to everyone.
All right, I was going to look for.
But we have a game pretty well underway. Nuvem doing what it does best, print a whole bunch of money, and advance Pharaohs to 10 strength. A classic. This gets above Chisel Charm. See, do we have any such tools? I don't see any.
Well, there's definitely a Chiseled. There's a Chisel sitting out on this Velen Chow right now.
Ah, so there is.
It has reduced the Velen Chow all the way to 4 strength from 6. So, that's basically Buzzsaw range. Like, the next time this is run, it'll be in Buzzsaw range, and then it'll cost 1 credit. Although this Ferris is still looking like a nightmare for a base strength 1 Rising Tide to get through.
Yeah, it's not where you want to be, and it's a very good tool when Tungsten Tailor type rigs are so common, which is just the 1 ice goes to infinity. Good luck. Will cost you 10 credits out of the server one way or another.
Yep.
In the meanwhile, all right, so we're playing Petty Cash from Archives. Nuvem gets to take a look, possibly trash the top of R&D for more money. And is this a fast advance deck? I don't see any remote ice. And this looks like a big deal amount of credits.
Yeah, although let's see, there's 2 cultivates. Those are cheap. What's big deal? Big deal's 5 influence.
Yep, that's the whole 5. Pivot. Yep, there's the big deal.
Yep. So I do agree. Big deal looks safer in HQ than it looks in R&D. Especially if you reanimate another.
Yeah, so reanimation protocol. You go get it. You install a piece of ice from Archives.
Yeah, there we go.
And it fits nicely into Nuvem because you're probably gonna not be an asset deck. You have enough stuff that will just hit the trash naturally.
Yeah, you're just kind of trash pick ice already.
So res a Pharaohs and save entirely on the res cost. Absolute savings. And then we have this piece of ice that is a huge problem if they don't Chisel Charm it right away.
Okay, second Rising Tide gets discarded, so that'll help out with breaking these Ferrises a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, so we do have the Basalt Spire, and we spent the big deal putting this into the score area. This is an agenda that causes a lot of problems for the runner, because 2 Basalt counters is enough to just have 2 measured responses, even if the runner very thoroughly scoured them out of your hands. Mm-hmm. So if the runner just has drawn a measured response by now, they have 2 of them, and you can't stop it.
There's also a potential way to, just get one of these tree lines back, pitch the tree line to Pharaohs, and go, hey, look, I've got a 10 strength Pharaohs at R&D.
Now, we do see a huge Pharaohs getting rezzed on Archives. Archives looks like it will be safe, and the Corp might even be just discarding agendas in their Archives to keep the game flowing forward if this is what you got to keep them out. That did cost a lot. Corp went down to 5 credits, down to 4 credits, but now we're playing Hedge Fund with the Nuvem bonus money.
1, Hedge Fund. Nuvem does not take the discard. Manual draw here, so maybe that's just that there's an agenda in HQ, not that there's any way in, really.
Yeah, this looks like the Nightmare, where you have all 3 Centrals buttoned up by a Pharaohs. Meantime, click Fermenter for 6. That's not the strongest econ. A double for 5 credits. Daily Cast is going to come in and keep the money flowing, but you're in a very difficult spot where Valentau is super live in terms of the subroutines are going to end the run, and you got to break in somewhere. Otherwise, they're just going to start scoring out a hand. Kind of, well, not like this. This is a spin doctor. But the Corp looks like you will never make a remote server.
Well, look, this is why you just need to get word on the street down, and
well, I don't think word on the street has quite solved this kind of matchup.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was a negative 2-point agenda.
I was hoping that word on the street would do something into combo PD, but they just nerf you for 6. And if they score 9, so it just doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Because word on the street has the awkward timing where they score and then you add, so they win before they don't win.
No, it's an additional cost. You have to add it before you check for win.
I remember looking at it the other day. I thought there was something that made me go, this doesn't have the right.
We were highly aware that this should stop a green male from winning when we wrote the text.
Yeah.
I got a fermenter coming down and a run to go check the spin doctor. Cultivating one unseen, going back. So we're still fishing for the ideal pieces. Despite the larger deck size, Nuvum is down to 20 cards. And this feels like we might just be searching for a nano management. Like one nano management is also something that you bring it back with the Basalt Spire counter and you just win. The money's a little light, but you're Nuvum. You can make money.
I mean, there's a 2 drip from the ID, which is just a ton of 2 credit drip is so much money.
It really is. It makes the game go round. To say nothing of this 1 credit drip that's been here the whole game. And we do have a twinning online. And this is just why twinning is really good, because now we're in the circumstance where we never want to make a poke for anything less than 3 cards. And now we don't have to. We don't even have to run to make it happen. Right, Boomerang on the Pharos. This is a great solution. You'll have to take a tag, but you will not have to boost your Rising Tide up to 10 strength.
Yeah, this makes me wonder why we are chiseling it, though.
It's good. It's important to have ambition in life. You know, you'll have to make a second trip through HQ, most likely. Valentine's going to get dropped down to 3 strength. Real easy for the Buzzsaw to deal with.
Yeah. I think it's just broken with the bad pub. Certainly.
We make it into HQ. There's been one agenda all game through all the first 30 cards. So let's see what 2 accesses grants. Event Horizon, expected. Angelique, interesting.
Basalt.
Then a Basalt Spire Steel. And it doesn't look like there's hedge funds, but it doesn't look like there's that much that's incredible to grab out of here. The Corp's having a good think about what do I want.
I mean, Government Subsidy is just a pile of money. Money's good. I don't think Angelique does much, really.
All right. Tree Line goes back to HQ. Could be used to power up the...
Tree Line for Pharos is...
Yeah, complete the set. Get your slot machine of 3 Pharoses all online at 10 strength.
Mm-hmm. I like this also the Nuvum trigger.
And the third Spin Doctor coming out. This is usually something you want to keep the corp from having because it can hold agendas safe in archives. But also, there's a bunch of fully advanced Pharoses on the table. Archives is probably as safe as it's going to get, whether you have a spin or not.
Yeah. I agree, like doing server redirection things, like Baker or Arrow, like don't really tell peers. Like you're going through a Pharos. It's a Pharos. It's big.
All right. We see the Tungsten Tailor hit the table. Normally a devastating way to complete your Breaker Suite, but it doesn't really save a lot of money against the Pharoses. And now with the Green Mail, the corp
saves one.
The corp is on threat 4, and you can play measured response. So now you always have to consider that you might have to pay 8 to not die. I see all 3 steel skins in the discard pile. There will be no surprise card draw today.
Have we counted influence? Let's see. There is at least 3 outstanding influence for the runner. There could be an Anacam in the list. They could overinstall Heiko with an Anacam for surprise card draw.
That would be surprising indeed, and technically legal. Ooh, Event Horizon. It's going to cost you some bullets.
So now, there is a world where this Valentrow actually gets chiseled this turn. Potentially.
This turn, huh? I think you need one more.
Okay, going through this Pharos twice is like expensive, but like that's 5, 8.
All right. So that might be just farming chisel counters for the eventual devil charms if we're gonna manually take down this Pharos.
Yeah. Taking down this Pharos really changes the complexion of the game, especially because, like, if this Pharos goes down, the Valentrow is following right after it.
Mm-hmm.
And then HQ is wide open.
And the runner has managed to bounce up to a very healthy 15 credits. And follow with the Sure Gamble. Remove the tag to keep your twinning safe. We still have a decent amount of game to go, but the runner's going to have to be very careful about how you spend those credits. Don't spend them all on one Pharos.
Like, I just purge you.
Yep, and Corp agrees. Get these chisels out of range of actually doing anything. Because, what's the runner going to do? Face check your 9 strength Pharos repeatedly?
I mean, yeah, there's the Devil Charm. There's Arrow. Okay.
All right. Great time to have a huge Pharos on archives.
Yeah.
But resing anything more is probably going to sink your money a little bit, so we may not see that happen.
You could have been working at cross purposes. Like, is this going to be Devil Charm for just one single access?
Well, it's Eru and twinning. You could get
twinning, right? It's 4 accesses, right? But we're bringing an entire Devil Charm on that.
I'm going to guess that this Event Horizon is going to make you not do that. Like, if you end up trading an Event Horizon for a Devil Charm, you would be so happy about that.
Yeah, I agree. Like, now, if the Devil Charm is used to go through the Pharos, then post encounter, pop the Event Horizon, and stuff the run. But like,
yeah, that play may be necessary just because risking a 4-card access is probably not something you want to do. The Corp will have a better idea of where the agendas are, but we're quite late
yes,
in the game to only have 7 visible points in score areas.
yep. It's just, like, interesting because using the Devil Charm as just the -6 strength, right, is like to just get through once and save 6 credits. Like you're paying 1 for 6. That is, I will admit, +5 is good as an econ card, but
using this to take down a huge piece of ice is better. All right, Event Horizon
yeah,
trashes. And no successful run, so the Corp cannot measure you as much as you've only got 2 credits.
yep.
Our dwarves may have to have a think, because if you've got a petty cash in hand, you could spend a Basalt Spire counter to just get the Nuva money before your first click to allow you to play it. Otherwise,
Yes.
it'll be really difficult to get the petty cash back.
Yes, a nice little bit of timing nuance there.
Or you could just
Harmdass.
get an operation that costs only 2 to play. All right, we do end up seeing pay 2, gain 3, so a mere beanstalk royalties, and then Nuvem turns that into, what is it, a
And there's
restructure?
pay 2, gain 3, then gain 3, which is
Or no, that's gain 4 net. So
that's 4, yeah.
all right, and then
That's
Vulture
just fun.
Fund. Now the money is here. Now the measuring is ready.
Yeah, the Mad Pup is also here.
Bad
These
Pub is
Ferris are
here.
still looking a little expensive, but like,
Ferris just looks so much more friendly and inviting when you have 3 bad publicity.
yeah, these Ferrises are bronze now. They're 6 strength. Asterisk, sort of, kind of.
And now this R&D is really thin.
There are 8
Corp.
face downs in archives, and this opens conductor that is certainly unable to predict 8 face down agendas.
But it's going to do its best to try to save 2 of them.
Yeah, so I think we're definitely seeing 2 get shuffled back, and now there are presumably agendas in R&D, and maybe you think about checking archives. The fact that like this ice got installed on archives is interesting.
It might be another Event Horizon just to know that you'll trade him 1 for 1 with Eru runs.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at this point the runner might have, having just reloaded R&D with 2 agendas, might be playing towards, I'm just going to win. I'm either going to win on this access or I'm going to die to measured response.
Said all the steelskins were out? Yeah, all the steelskins are out.
They're all out. That is a Valentine.
Okay, it's a Valentine.
It's going to be pretty monstrously expensive, given that 3 for 1 boost line on the Buzzsaw.
Yeah, this is true.
And we can see perfectly demonstrated that, well, actually no. If it fires, it will end the run because it's going to swing the credit totals by 4.
Yep.
But as noted, new rules change. Bad publicity does not count towards the credits that you have.
This only counts for credits that you don't have.
And the money you lose comes from your real money, not the bad publicity fund. Rose Team just here to make controversial updates every release.
Excellent. So what controversial update can we expect next release?
Well, we've had some ideas about the basic action card, and we just really feel that you should have the ability to click to do something new and exciting, and stay tuned.
I mean, personally, I think we need to just buff wage workers and add click, gain a click.
Ooh, now we're talking. I'm sure everyone would love us buffing the precision design kill deck. In the meantime, looks like we are spending an economic devil charm on this Valentau.
So this is an extra economic Valentau, like an extra economic devil charm, because this lets us trigger Tungsten Tailor on it to get an extra credit from that.
All right. And I think this signals a very all-in on this run, because we're letting the corp gain the $2, continuing through, and should be barely able to afford this Pharos. Because you pay 8 to get to strength. Actually, no, only 7. You're on the Tungsten Tailor. And then you might just let take the tag fire.
I mean, absolutely, because you're not filling the one tag that you have. So, yeah, it's a win or die.
Imagine if there's not even measured responses in this deck. We haven't seen any.
This is true. Now, to be fair, even if you don't die, you can't clear these 2 tags, which means Swinning's gone, Arrow's gone.
Yeah,
you are paying 10 for single accesses and liking it.
All right, Heart of the Cards. Use the replacement effect. Use the twinning. We're getting +3 accesses. Does Funky Man have the Heart of the Cards? That's one burn deployment. That seems like a yes. 2 unknowns. And the third one was it. That is exactly the Heart of the Cards.
Yep.
All right, good game. Playing to the very end of the game, because the corp did manage to go up to 4 bad publicity, at which point you can start fast advancing the reg captures.
Yes, we did see certainly some experimentation with the as builds. That was a month and a half ago, I would say.
Yeah, we saw some as builds cashing in on. You can install some of the connections for a bit cheaper. You get your cheaper Nuka, you get your cheaper open market, and
honestly, 1 credit per turn is pretty similar in value to half a card each turn.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's hard to get your hit rate on Moose out higher than half a card, and still have a functional deck.
Yeah,
you do need things besides red events and icebreakers.
Yeah, but in the meantime, if you just have the Heart of the Cards and you hit on Muzzlehat every time, then we don't gotta worry about things like not getting a card every single turn. And we do see 2 red level clearances, burning those both straight away, and top-down solutions. I think that strongly indicates that this is the combo kill deck.
Yes. I agree.
And Muzzlehat draws a Revolver, so you get that immediate card draw, you get Debbie down for about... This may be as late as you could possibly get away with a event +1 house money card.
So I will say, Debbie, very notably, does not say once per turn.
It does not. It is a whenever. But it is pretty strongly limited by the number of run events that are in your deck. And transfer and open HQ. Fantastic. The corp... Alright, yeah. The Wage Workers is down. We are going to res humanoid resources, and we don't have a click left to stop that.
So this is Okay, so the message is interesting.
Right. It feels nice to have points, but now they've got that sleep near for free.
Yeah, the last transfer is interesting because there's no ability to steal luxury liner with it, and you're
Yeah,
guaranteed to be floating the tag as much as there probably isn't big punish here.
I don't think this. Yeah, I don't think this deck can possibly pack any tag punishment cards, much less spend the time to go trash your Debbie because you are busy trying to make your 5 remote servers.
I mean, you could maybe fit in one greasing or something, but I
Right.
agree. But mostly, I go faster.
Zeroth Maxima coming to ask who's winning. And I'd like to say we all are, but we have cursed one of these players to lose. It happens every time. Someone loses whenever we spectate. I just don't know how it happens.
Oh, true.
Right.
Now, I haven't tested extensively in this matchup, but I do think, in this matchup, um, there are I think there are run events that tech well into this matchup. If you want to play run events to oppress, asset spam, this sort of wider asset board, not as great into the ice, but honestly, these combo PD lists don't really run enough money to actually res their ice. The ice is just decorative. You just,
Yeah, you,
sprinkle some artisanal ice over your board,
yeah, you
and
get
it
your
looks
ice resed
cool.
when they steal the send a message. And
Um,
also, you know, Osberoid really playing with fire without any capability of ducking a transfer of wealth should that come.
but also, even things like concerto and Bahia bands can be really high tempo ways of contesting these boards.
I'm a huge fan of Concerto and Muslahat. It just draws 2 cards if you're playing Swift.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a way to make more of your deck run events. All right, so we do see the Revolver coming down right now at a time where it would be really important not to let a drafter fire. Because that is the way that you often lose the game, is just you hit a drafter. All right, Overclock, great. You're going to have the money to break whatever this is and most likely trash it. And it's a Muslahat hit. And at 4 credits, Scatterfield. Good thing to have. It is all the money down. And I'm betting that you can go check server 5.
Yeah, but there's no clicks.
But there's no clicks. And the corpse getting away with it. This is probably enough servers to fire off your
has
fully
run out of money,
operational.
and this can be I agree. This definitely can be the first flop.
That is all the red level clearances out, which is sometimes you have to spend those to repair the combo. If say you start the combo, but you need a Wage Workers on the board or a Cyclotron.
Well, I mean, there are spins in the list, correct? The list is on spins.
Yeah, I do believe we can expect to see spins, and there's
spins
an
can.
ice. All right, fantastic. Carpe Diem. Archives, maybe not the ideal hit, and there's 1 nano in the bin. I think these lists are going to be playing 3 nano managements. And Bravado just coming here for the check while the corp has 2 credits, and you do still have enough to break in a Blade of Barrier if that's what this is.
Yeah, and potentially is the Blade of Barrier.
All right, so do you break this, or do you just assume that you're going to have to come back with the Debbie? All right, we're breaking. Powers that be, that stays. That is a very important card to exist, though.
Yes, but now you know that that's the powers that be there, which is certainly knowledge gained.
Yeah, but that's also something that has to go, because that chaining the scores is how you gain several of the clicks. All right, the corp is flat broke, and you have a decent chunk of money stored up on the Debbie. All right, Wage Workers is a critical part to getting extra clicks on the combo. Admittedly, you just play a whole bunch of operations, so
I think
they're all kind of one click. But they do all have to go.
The powers that need to be the powers that can't, the powers that aren't, the powers that formerly were.
Yeah, and Muslihat is probably a really good choice for just producing something that can fight this by your ID just delivers you value every turn, assuming you have the heart of the cards. Right, fully operational, managed to stop a lot of that money at huge cost. You had to pay 7 credits of trash costs last turn. All right, no Mamie draw. Unfortunate. And check HQ with a click to spare. You'd love to pick up a luxury line. 5/3 costs you a click to steal.
Yep.
Neurospike. You know, it's something that's there, and you can't really do anything with it. And it's not a huge knowledge gain to know that the corp has it, because this deck draws the whole deck anyways, so...
Yeah. Now...
Now?
I should say, like... This could potentially, especially if it's built for this, like, winning this matchup in particular, like, could try and fit cups in.
You could, though cupping the Neurospike is an inconvenience to the deck, but as someone was discussing earlier today, it costs like a couple clicks and 3 credits, because instead now you have to just score to 9.
You have to score to 9 instead. But like also you just mentioning was that all of this is for only on 1 flood, and like if you cup the single flood like that's
cupping the really single rough. Flood does take the deck apart, because they are not playing multiple floods. The influence is very divided between flood and Neurospike and other stuff like the spins.
The spins, yeah.
However, good luck finding the one flood the market. Like if you do, it's over.
Well, like the spins can't save something from cup.
All right, clean getaway. Where to? Through the ablative makes sense, and yeah, it is expensive to fire off this score 6 points in 1 turn combo. And Regolith is exactly the kind of thing that they would love to just empty. So obviously that cannot be allowed.
Yeah.
And Sure Gamble, keeping the money up. This is a very healthy number of credits.
Yep.
All right, keeping the Wage Workers off the table. That's very strong to do. Corp only has 3 credits. All right, you get in for free, and you just get to spend your Debbie money. Well, you get to spend 1 Debbie money and then 3 real money. It's so expensive to keep wage workers off the table.
And like I do think this like list is at least soft tech for this matchup, because this has been a very lean boosting out list.
I mean, incidentally, you can kind of just build this, because once you put in all the good run events, like you've got a draw engine, you've got this ongoing value flood. All right, and the corp does have to pop the Spin Doctor, but this powers down the fully operational, because now you got to put something in here.
Yeah.
And we still don't have a solution to the scatter fields, but if Muslihat has decided to play Sign Cancel, it goes right up to 4 strength if you're on a run event, and it's so convenient. All right, fully operational for 4 decisions. And it's all gain money. So
That's money.
you're not happy about the corp having money, but at least they didn't decide it's time to draw the rest of the deck and kill you.
Money, my dear cephalopod wizard. Money. And a horse. All right.
Sleipnir on HQ. And draw a card. And then the real question is, what are you putting back into R&D? So cards can go from HQ back into R&D.
Is another flop?
Yeah, flop. That is the card that makes the matchup go round. All right, not spending to res the R&D ice.
Yeah.
All right, Carpe Diem.
Yeah, just R&D. Like the top of that is already known to be safe, so it's just. And like as much as Vision Love has trashed a lot of things and put a lot of pressure down, this is still
right.
4 flop servers.
Your Digital Life, another significant influence spend. Here we were playing it for merely disgusting value, not the value of it's the combo turn and it's time to gain 20 credits.
Yep. Like there are only 10 cards left in R&D. This board is close to just comboing from force of.
Right, it's great to contest the Spin Doctors. The corp can't tax you on trashing them because they, she direly needs the combo pieces to come back into R&D because these are all the wage workers that you've been trashing. These are all the nanos and the Digital Lives that have gone down. So you get in for 1 credit, you charge up your croupier in the unlikely event that you find a Bran, and that's 1 less occupied remote.
Yep.
All right, no res, we're back in.
Yeah. I think Vision Love is like trying to find powers that be, trying to find wage workers like on the top of R&D here.
Or just the the luxury line. We do see discarded was Drafter, Ablative, and Scatterfield. A bunch of ice. So we've got 1 ice on the 2 centers we care about.
Yep, and like Vision calls out, this can be the combo turn. There is enough stuff. Here's a class act. Scored a 9 because I lived through Neurospike. Hi.
Now, it could be here. A single top-down solutions would get you the filled up servers 5 and 6. You do need those last couple of cards in HQ most likely. This is not. This isn't enough money to fire off the whole thing. All right, out of clicks. We're not firing the button today.
Yeah. Also, that's a 5-card R&D, so like you better be sure that you're firing it tomorrow or something, because.
Yeah, it is rather urgent that the corp fire the combo very soon. And this is Moonlove's chance to disarm this. If these are all trashable, then every single asset you take out is a click down. The corp has to spend a click refilling the server before you flood the market's score agendas.
Well, I mean, there's tools, like the top-down solutions, like the red levels, although 2 top levels are down, 3 red levels are down.
Yeah, I don't think red level is a tool we have right now.
There's 3 spins are out. Yeah, okay, 3 spins are out.
All right, mutual favor. So, all right, cancel's on the table. this could be a chance to, like, there might be a tabled luxury line behind one of these code gates that have been unbreakable for a long time.
Yeah.
And a tabled luxury line, should that be the case, is a huge click savings. Unfortunately,
it's kind of awkward.
Not able to find the run event. So we're here spending Debbie money.
Yeah, I mean, the W money is still okay.
Chirboga, that is a banked click on the table. And we leave that alone. 4 is a lot of credits. We spent a lot just to get through the scatter field.
It is, but that might also come back to bite. Like, this is a flop server, this is a flood server, like, this is... I mean, Bass is kind of awkward with them just because Bass crashes himself to fire, but...
Yeah, it all comes down to... No. If we had infinite money, of course you'd trash that. We do not, and that's not a piece... Like, that is a piece that does remove itself from the combo at some point. All right, transfer wealth. Love to see it. And now we are on a run event, so Sang Cancel boosts for only 1 credit.
Yeah, that does feel nice.
Right, fully operational.
Nice money.
Expected, and that gets the money up and 3 credits off of the corp. Wage workers, it is definitely a fire now situation. Right, and we're on a clean, even number of cards in R&D, so you can just, draw it all, and you have everything in hand. But it looks like we have all the cards we want in hand, so that's fully operational entirely for money.
Yeah, this is your Cyclotron.
All right, and this might be a... All right, there is a tabled Melius. It looks like that was in server 1. Yes, that was the tabled luxury line.
Return to flood.
But no powers that be on the table, and Synkless Psychotrons only the first double each turn. So you are...
Have we gotten bid workers for install clicks yet?
Ooh, we have not, but I don't think we have the clicks for that. All right, I do see that there's 2 clicks remaining, so you can...
Yeah, there's Bass.
All right, there's Bass, pop Bass, so you can click neutral install. There's the install click.
Yep, there's the install click.
All right, now what's this? Why is this better than Bass that we traded 3 credits for it?
So now we can flood Neurospike, but I don't think there's the credits.
But we were already able to flood Neurospike last turn, or last click. We have 1 credit short of the Neurospike.
Yeah, we're 1 credit short of the Neurospike right now.
In fact, that's the credits that we... Okay. Floperational.
Which is the...
And there is the Neurospike.
Yeah, fully operational is the 3rd. Versus Aurora Meadows on loop.
All right.
Got a moderately advanced sports state here.
We do see a almost complete breaker suite. No decode here for the runner, but maybe you don't need to respect code gates.
And I mean, Audrey can decode some things in a pinch.
It does look like we have some reanimation protocol to be bringing back Bioax and maybe Valentau's and the like.
Even bring back Event Horizon can be a very good situation. Like it's still just like rebuying an ETR, and that's sometimes exactly what you need.
Mm-hmm. All right, Vulture Fund found in HQ. The Corp is probably looking to try to get up to 4 bad publicity so that we can start scoring these regulatory captures. There's still 2 in the game. And you'd really like to be able to just score those as soon as you draw them.
Yes. So with this 3 bad pub, and essentially no credits, everything's made of paper mache, mostly. Now, the Valentine actually is pretty sturdy, but everything else just doesn't exist. I guess the Big Blizzard is still a Big Blizzard, and there's not quite enough programs out for that yet. But...
Sorry, I'm hiding something on Twitch. They have annoying engagement features. I'll deal with it next time. All right. And we pass over to the corporation, and this is a very tough economic situation to be in.
Yes.
The owner has decent enough credits to be able to run either remote, but not enough to say it's over. They can just run wherever they want. So you got to try your best to advance server 4 and take a credit.
Yes. Now, I did take a look at archives, and there is something a little bit spicy there.
I do see a bite in archives. That's exciting. He had to pay influence for that one. And that does beg the question, is there any tags is there any tag punishment to be had? Is there end of the lines? Is there a reason that you have to clear that tag? Right, that is the runner cashing in her fermenter. That is $6 up. That'll definitely get you into server 4 if you want to. This does look mega suspicious, though.
Yeah, but okay, we've seen bites. Are we also worried about Urdica's cipher? Or are we worried about what's the one that does core damage? The HV one.
That is Cerebral Overrider, but that costs 3 to fire. Yeah. So we're not worried about Cerebral Overrider. This could be a Charlotte. That's one of the few things that I would be advancing while I'm this broke on credits.
Yeah, it's certainly
all right,
rough will cost some real money.
Rough break here, so you have to boost twice to get into the BOAC range. No, you only had to boost once.
Only boost once, yeah.
All right, that is a Spin Doctor. Fair enough. Are you gonna? No, not gonna. You're gonna let the runner trash that. That gets them the Audrey counter, and that gets them the Lou acceleration.
Yes.
And the Audrey will let her get past the Fly Swatter, because now we don't have to find a decoder. Five minutes left in the round. But in the meantime, we approach the Maskarovka. That is going to cost you 3 credits, all from bad publicity to get through it.
Right. Now there's a fly spotter, but there's an Audrey for that. Just the fly spotter, and yes, the basalt
fly
spire.
spotter broken, and it is a basalt spire. A very probably nothing. Probably in a bit of a situation to try to put that there, but the runner very definitively able to get in there. We are looking at the game now. Y'all didn't see anything. I know, because that's bad stream running. And we do get the buzzsaw printed, and then we just bounce. So it looks like we're not going to be able to get through this ice to flip over the nebula. And now you got to decide.
I actually find renting this ping here to be pretty interesting. I mean, it's not like nebula flip, but
it prevents a nebula flip.
The tag is
does
right now,
and the runner does have to clear, like, stop what they're doing and clear the tag, because Paladin's not a card I think you can lose.
It's certainly losing Paladin is awkward, yeah. But like, how scary is a single? District dividend. We're seeing some 2-1s here.
All right, so we see petty cash left in the bin. We do not get the extra click from Gemalang Arena. And just end turn and discard.
Extra click was on hedge fund, and then post truth was installed in Spore.
All right, Hermes.
Now we might see a 3-2.
Oh no, I think we're seeing. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we are cashing in the petty cash. You go basically credit neutral. You get the embedded reporting in your score area, and Hermes doesn't get to bounce anything because you got all the ice rezzed. But now there's a rising tide online, so the runner can, for 1 credit, check R&D every turn until you put something else on top of R&D. And that's a Gourmand running in for the trash, get some acceleration on Lou.
Yep. Also, if there's something normally trashable here, like, I'd probably just paying real credits for the trash, especially for a spin. Like, spins are only 2. You get 1 of the back, spins are 1, and you get the, like... And then you preserve the Gourmand for the future.
Alright, so there's here with the Gourmand and easy breaking into R&D. It's probably a very high priority for the corporation to get another piece of ice on R&D. You can't let them in for 1. Then you're getting just resource neutral runs with Lou.
Mm-hmm.
Right, start a turn.
All that many credits here for Detonator.
Yeah, you're going to want another economy card. Hedge fund, perfect.
Okay, hedge fund is exactly right.
Yeah, coming up to 11 credits, icing R&D, and a card in a new remote, which looks a lot like a Spin Doctor. So it's Lou. Obviously, first thing we're going to do is check the Spin Doctor. You got to keep these off the table.
Spin Doctor. He has fun. Hedge fund and Spin Doctor.
And as noted, I failed to notice the Corp took a bad publicity for rezzing that Piranhas. So now the runner has the bad pub, which would made it free to get into R&D. All right, the runner gambles surely. And we don't flip over the corporation, but doesn't look like the corporation has the 3-2 to fast advance, and may not have the operation to activate it.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps this is play your digital life and then play something else. Nope, just Ice HQ, discard 2 cards. So that's got to be a real sigh of relief from the runner that the Corp had money and didn't manage to turn that into scoring anything. All right, the twinning is online. The breaker suite is online. Time to see what was the ice on R&D. Is it any good? That's free to play. That is a well-statted piece of ice. That is going to cost you 5 on the echelon, or just 4 to break it with its own abilities. Both of these are probably things that you have to pay to break.
You could break the bounce and take the... No, there's no way you take the tag. It's like, I will pay 2 to click the sleeve, remove a tag, go for pay 2 and click to remove the tag later, unless you've got some weird tag answer thing.
All right. Access 1+1 card from the twinning. Gourmand trashes the red level clearance. That's a great thing to trash. That's one of the ways to turn your Nebula flip into a extra click.
Yep.
And then install Gachapon.
Visitors Pack slightly 10 credits, but not critically low. It's going to be the Paladin credit coming in.
The runner is quite low. Though the Corp has been struggling a bit to seemingly draw enough operations to make the ID flip over, or at least to cash in the fact that the ID has been flipped over a couple of times. Like, I think if you had an operation, you would very confidently know you're playing that operation this turn, if it's anything like a hedge fund. Ice Archives. This possibly plays around the runner pulling out an Eru, which is a thing that you probably have to think about happening. Gourmand hits the table. We have another free trash ready to go. No twinning spend, or no spend on the Paladin resources.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that was a Gourmand install.
Daily cast, spend the Paladin credit, and start making more credits and get the twinning counter.
Yeah, start making more credits. The Corp didn't flip over. The Corp did not flip the ID, so you don't have to worry about them getting away with nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
So now the onus is on the Corp. The runner's position only gets stronger. Is this the post-truth dividend? No. Oh, we're going wide. It's a moon pool. So moon pool is +1 click on scoring an agenda if you have enough agendas lying around, which it looks like the Corp did. 1 card trash from HQ, and there was a card in archives the whole time. Kingmaking. We are on Kingmaking and Stink Tank. Put another 3-2 in your score area.
Okay. As much as I like Generator having 5 points and like a lot of threat, I really don't love this economic position.
No, it is tough, but if you have just 1 nano management to close, non-equivalent exchange.
Okay.
Given the runner the 2 credits, because it does look like the runner just has all the credits at this point.
Yeah, with the 2 daily cast down and ticking, it's not.
And this gets you into range of, if you've got a nano management and a 3-2, that just wins the game.
Mm-hmm.
And now the onus is really on the runner to do something, but it feels bad. The corp's not even flipped over. This is just fast advance without any ID support. Oh wait, no, we flipped over to Gemaling by playing the non-equivalent exchange. All right, so you do got to flip it now. Game Dragon on the Buzzsaw. It's going to bring you 1 strength closer to the Piranhas. And free to play. We're probably paying for that again. All right. Approaches the Piranhas. Pays 6. Ow. To get the Piranhas into range. All right, so net damage is being broken. The Corp may draw a card if you want, which into the twinning may be very revealing when you decide to draw the unknown card. All right, we're flipped over. 2 additional cards, 2 Piranhas from HQ, and the embedded reporting. That is all 3 embedded reportings out, and there's only a Tomorrow's Headline that is likely to still be in the list as a 3-2.
So I think it is safe to say that the reporting is no longer embedded. It is all outbedded in.
We might say the reporting finally became embedded in score areas.
True. I mean that could be an argument. I think it's no longer embedded in the deck or the hand, but
all right. First half of the petty cash played. So I was going to turn Gemaling back over at the end of the turn and put some fast advance combo on the table. We're clicking to draw, probably looking for something scoreable. You've got pretty decent ice that's going to make it so the runner can't just run all the time. You still have 2 turns until the first daily cast runs out, so the runner does have 4 credits a turn for this turn and next turn.
Is like the standard moves to the echelon, and then there's 1 MU to throw down another breaker, and then the F2Ps are 2 credit breaks. That's kind of clean and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a way to get into R&D, like a better line into R&D.
Yeah, Taylor would be ideal. There is also an Audrey hanging around out there. That'll bring the icebreaker count up enough.
Yes. With the Game Dragon, put an Audrey down, and then
the runner does only have 1 MU available, so you might have to go in, and it's no additional tools required. We can just get in for the $5 on R&D.
Yep. What's the only thing about just cracking this command here? That's too much. That's so much gold, though. It's just a bunch of cards being.
All right, predictive planogram trashed.
Yeah, it's just burning the command for tempo. There's our Taka coming down. Interesting. This can definitely be a bunch
great card
of
to have
being pitched for Rising Tide. I expect this Rising Tide to gain a little bit of strength of this sequence.
Now, Trickster Taka bringing online the Forever Economy that is going to help you get through this ice turn after turn after turn.
Mm-hmm.
Jasonator not playing the Petty Cash out of archives, saving that for should the day ever come that you start your turn, flipped over to Gemalang. And your Digital Life. Lots of cards in hand. That'll give you the 5 credits plus 1 from the Nebula flip.
Yeah.
All right, 2 cards discarded. Had to have a bit of a think about that. And there might be stuff that you need in hand that's hard to discard, or we might be turbo flooded on agendas.
Because the Game Dragon moved to the Echelon, and now it's actually the Tyson Taylor coming down to fix the FTPs, but...
All right, yeah, currently 3 credits to get into R&D. That is a deal.
It's much less than that. Like, it is actually... You currently earn money getting into R&D.
That's true. Well, I don't think you earn money.
It's 2 credits for the Echelon sub, one of which you get from Tristan Talk. It's just getting 1 real credit. Then there's 1 bad pub credit, and then the 1 credit for ping is refunded by the Tungsten Taylor.
And the runner does steal an Oracle Think Tank. Comes with the tag on this 3-1. And you never want to be the one to actually get the Oracle Think Tank in your score area. Neither side wants that. But you got to clear the tag because you have a twinning to keep safe, and you don't want the Corp to just pull the Think Tank back into their deck.
Yep.
Your Digital Life, we're flipped back over, and we have money once again. But that might have to go into icing R&D with something substantial.
Yeah, R&D needs something. I feel like what R&D needs is the Echelon to be trashed. That would solve all of this. But
true. But what are you going to do? Play distributed tracing into Retribution?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, honestly, that's a funny line with like Oracle Think Tank, right? It's just like, steal my Oracle Think Tank.
Top-down Solutions is played. Another operation that does stuff, draws 2 cards. But are we installing?
So, I mean, I think you... play top-down solutions in your deck because you want to install cards with it. Otherwise, you have Planogram, and that draws 3 cards for 0 credits and 0 influence, which seems better than 2 cards for 2 credits. And
or more specifically, is like we aren't installing an agenda this turn because there's not enough clicks for fast advance. So are we stacking ice? And the answer is yes. And we're actually getting rid of that ping because that gains the runner money from the Tungsten Taylor, breaking a 0 strength piece of ice.
It's neutral because there's the 1 credit back, but they spend 1 credit and then get 1 credit back off the Tungsten Taylor.
Yeah, but if you have the if it's bad publicity, it kind of moves it into your credit pool.
Yeah. But I mean, you don't have the bad publicity to break something else with, but like this just saves a credit and.
Yeah, the Corp's money is very limited, especially if the runner convinces the Corp to res these 3 pieces of ice. Like, I don't know any pieces of ice people are going to play apart from 3 pings. That does not bankrupt the Corp to res them all. Right, Game Dragon moving over to the Buzzsaw, up to 4 strength.
I can see a Tithe. Tithe is... Like, I don't see about installing Tithe into Tungsten Taylor. That was the problem. I mean, I guess it's still fine. It's still 2 subs. You only get 1 credit rebate.
Gourmand, we are back. And we're just checking, so we are no longer at strength with the F2P, so we're going to have to pay 4. But calling the shots that this is a Kogate, which it is, and that is going to give the corporation another bad publicity.
Mm-hmm. And Detonator will not even be able to score regulatory captures with this bad pub.
Well, we can't score regulatory captures in NBN.
Yes, that would be why a Detonator will not be able to score regulatory captures with this bad pub.
All right. NBN, or talent management, flipped back over, accessing a king making, gaining 2 points, power up the companions with more money. And Hermes adds that ice that you had, that Janinator stacked up to a third install. That's 2 credits and a click down the drain. The runner's almost out of a stack, but you don't have to go much further to find 2 points. You just need a good twinning dig. Two archives. Checking. Has the corp discarded anything cheeky? Taking a ping, but net gaining money on the bad pub and the tungsten tailor trigger.
Well, there is an interesting fork here, right? Because now either Paladin is unhappy or you're floating the tag, and okay, this is a purple tag.
Speaking of a fork, two tags and 1 click. Now we'll get to see what the corp
removes the tag. Yeah, removes the tag. Okay.
And with 1 tag and the 1 pointers that we are running, you could IP enforcement the 1 pointer out of their score area.
And like Paladin is unhappy. Like you can install something, but then you're floating 2 tags.
Yeah, and it doesn't lose you the game because the corp can't IP enforce for the win.
Well, if the corp has shipment from Vladislav, floating 2 tags.
Vlad's is away. Yeah, just agenda in hand and shipment from Vlad's. And having a look at the discard
scores from 4 credits.
Yeah, the runner only has the 1 twinning on the table, so he might have preserved the twinning, and there's another one ready to replace this one if it goes down. I think you play more than 1 twinning.
I've definitely seen this one too, but I think I've seen some that cut it and just are like, 1 is fine.
Alright, so through the power of multiple cards and giving your runner an agenda, we have assembled a Behold at Home that fires from archives. And now we sit here transfixed, beheld. Yeah, runner got to do math. Might be considering running for a single somewhere. That'd be very ambitious.
One credit short. Of what?
Air check.
If I run 1 credit short of an H2 run or R&D run to just try and steal the game.
All right, no tag clear. Install Fermenter. Paladin is still upset and needs to eat.
Paladin.
Yeah, Paladin eats Paladin.
There's 2 cards in stack. Like there aren't that many. Like, are there 2 more installables? Maybe, maybe not. Those credits might have been really hard to get off Paladin.
Yeah, Paladin's time may be done. Petty cash from the. Yeah, petty cash played from the bin, cashing that out. Got to get that money up.
Mm-hmm.
And predictive planogram, drawing cards, getting both. You're tagged. So the click's quite limited on the. The click's quite limited on the corporation here because you had to spend that click playing the planogram. So now it gets harder to score unless you have agenda and shipment from Vlad's right now.
Mm-hmm.
And we start trashing stuff. So twinning does not exist anymore if Trickster Taka goes down.
Yep.
And Taco is the critical econ piece that keeps the runner in the game, breaking all your ice.
And now maybe just add some Arco Think Takes back. I mean, that does clear the tags for the runner, and that's a little awkward, but...
And here we sit with 9 cards in R&D, so there's a lot of agendas, especially when you're playing think tanks, that you got to think about. What do you do with the 3 to 4 agendas that are probably in hand? Ooh, greasing the palm. All right, 2 agendas out of hand, but interesting. Because you're going to flip next. You're going to flip this turn. And next turn, greasing the palm could get you even a 4-2 scored. Possibly expecting that the runner is going to just clear the tags fully this turn. Echelon gets the Game Dragon again. We can go through the F2P. Install Eru and just go fish for points. The Corp did not shuffle back the think tanks. You only need 1.
And all there's one.
Finding Post-Truth Dividend on the top. Close one, barely keeping the corporation under control there. Not having to clear the tags, that's the real victory. We are in. We see Alco very late in the game. 18 cards left in R&D. Not nearly as empty as Alco could be at this point. Bladderwort on the table.
Let's drop your overlay.
Yeah, overlay. No, I am there. I'm there.
Okay, hasn't updated yet.
Excuse me, Oliver.
There it goes.
Yeah, we got a little bit of stream delay.
Yep.
So Alco with looks like the runner has probably been doing a good job of keeping important assets down. We do see cohorts in the bin. We see multiple futs in the bin. And multiple moon pools in the bin, not removed from the game. So the runner will have worked hard to trash all of that. Checking archives. Nothing to see here. Just petty cash.
Yep.
And the runner ends with plenty of credits, but behind on points. And it looks like a Regenesis Fuji asset retrieval occurred before we got here. So the Corp got away with a huge points lead off of that. In the meantime, we see Alco spend the counters. We're going to take 3 cards out of R&D, 2 of them into the hand, 1 into archives. So you do mill yourself over time with this identity. And this may be part of the reason that Lou, looking fabulous here in this alt art, this may be part of the reason that Lou is such a good pick, because Alco is a good pick. Man in the Moon is too wealthy to ping with Bladderwort, and Cybershark is probably likely to just keep it that way. This game's not about money at this point, or at least not about keeping the Corp too poor to do anything. Did someone say Hollow Man? Why, yes, that is a Hollow Man in archives. There was something to see here. It just wasn't one of the cards that got turned face up. Measured response. Right, Cybershark has enough cards and credits for 2 measured responses. The Corp does not have enough credits to play 3 measured responses. So this looks like it might be a value measured response. Yeah. Ah, that's a fun JNet chat message. Pays 8 to satisfy measured response. I didn't know that's what that said. I usually play in person. And that does delete 8 credits. So it's not bad.
Yeah, it's economic warfare.
All right, new fat. It's going to cost. So after deleting the credits, this new fat's going to cost you 3 to get past the ice, 3 to trash. The runner does not have 3 credits.
Well,
Or
one
6
getting past
credits.
the ice is subsidized by the Taka.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, the runner is a lot closer because both the Fueno and the Taka can be used to pay for towards this 6 credits.
Yeah. Like if Cybertruck really wants like credit run, does work.
But there's also this new mysterious card in server 12.
Yes. Exactly, and that is scary.
Hey, Air Blades prevents 3 net damage. You can use that to dodge the FUT. You cannot use that to get through Samaxamoon because you don't pay the cost if you prevent it.
Interaction is awkward.
Alright, check archives. Anything hiding in here? Oh, a Spin Doctor discarded. Oh. We don't need Spin Doctor, says Aoko. Interesting. Alright, what's this? Is it fully broken by having an Air Blades?
It is not fully broken by having an Air Blades because fully broken has a rules meaning, which Air Blades cannot satisfy.
Might not be able to afford that one.
And now this Bladderboard is firing.
You got 1 click left. You could bounce and then go trash it.
Sure, I guess there are enough credits with the Fencer for now.
Yeah, we are preventing the damage with the Air Blades. We paid for it. We're going to use it.
Yeah, exactly. And then see if there's the trash.
All right, 1 card trashed from HQ. Getting your Alco counter back on the Boto. And run HQ. See what's up. Ain't afraid of no FUT. Get a blood in the water. We're going to take some net damage for that one.
Yeah, from the FUT.
And very nice. Bouncing the card on the table. The corp's not getting away with any table agendas or similar.
Getting away with the table Bladderwort.
Table Bladderwort still there. Getting an Alco counter.
It's a steel skin, though, which is massive.
Huge.
Potentially.
Heart of the cards. How many steel skins are out? That's the first one, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I can't actually see the steel skins. No, there it is. It's the hearts. No, that's all the steel skins. All right, the companions are loaded.
Yeah, but the companions are going to use the power of friended FUT.
Yeah. 4 minutes.
Or
could deal with the FUT for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have. All right, so we do have the in JNet tournament timer technology, which is the tournament organizer can just remotely decide you have plus 5 minutes, and this counter accounts for it. We have the 5-minute time extension. All right, Touch Hedge Fund in HQ, no dice. All right, Cybershark has 3 clicks left. First run didn't do anything. And the court might not have agendas in hand. A hedge fund isn't something that you can really get around, and it might jump in front of all your accesses. All right, check R&D. We're not going to deal with the FUT today. Unseed card. That stays where it is. The corporation is still at the credit threshold to be hitting you for bladderwort damage. And you have to be afraid. Ooh, run HQ, R&D, and archives in one turn. Could it be? There's a hybrid release in there. FUT's about to do some damage. Are we going to hit a quest card out of hand? A Nuka and an Echelon? No. Are we playing something incredible like Chain Reaction? No, we're checking HQ again. What was I thinking? Chain Reaction. Measured response. Good find. You can, you have all the defensor credits to go deal with that.
Yep.
Because, Man in the Moon could have credit measured you, and you would have died.
It would have just been credit measured because there's the bladderwort credit.
There is the bladderwort credit. Not today. But there could be multiple measures. We have seen Hollowman and there are multiple measures in archives. All right, we cannot have 3 measures in the list because there's already too much influence showing on these other yellow cards. Right, Ice R&D. Got to shut down the runner's cheeky nonsense. We have very little time left in the round, like 4 minutes. I thought this was counting down. Whatever happened to the countdown? All right, back to the runner. Companions tick up. Taka is ready to go.
It's actually coming sideways is the thing.
What's sideways?
You were saying you thought it was counting down, and no, it's actually counting sideways.
All right. Oh, the hedge fund once again jumping in front of the accesses. You're just going to access that hedge fund for the rest of your life. This is why hedge fund's a good card, but you just don't play it. Right, getting that 1 credit, which is going to be, I think, exacties to get through the Boto.
But have you heard of Tatupola, the card where you can play it and then they access it in HQ for the rest of the game?
I have. I've never been skilled enough to place it defending HQ though. All right, every last dollar except Defensor, and we find a Regenesis in server 6. That's been there for a second. And I feel like Man in the Moon would have ripped it if there's something in archives for it to combo with. Archives, I think that might be clean. I think Fencer Fueno is going to show itself out. And discarding a pinhole, taking damage to the pinhole threading and down to 1 card. So now he can die to blood in the water.
Correct, but the Blood in the Water was stolen earlier. I'm not sure how many there are in the list.
What self-respecting player plays only one? I'll admit, 3 is too many, but 2 is just right. Actually, I think I've seen a lot of decks on 1 Blood in the Water. For that matter, you're also dead to hybrid release, of which you could readily be playing 3 of these. There are 2 in score areas.
And it was the
No
Blood in the Water.
murder. And there was 2 Blood in the Waters. I knew it.
Okay, so now we're watching Jai and Mutek. Mostly hot. Probably the best criminal right now in the current format. Zwicky, on the other hand, it's not an ID we normally see, but statistics does say like Zwicky is like has like the flattest matchup, meaning you're kind of like 50-50 on all the IDs.
Yeah, we
So
do.
it'd be interesting gonna happen in this game.
Ooh, fun. Reprise revealed. So if you steal an agenda, and it's great to have this online from turn 1, you can just go bounce even rezzed cards that the court paid a lot of money for.
Exactly, and it's one of the few ways that mostly snowballs the game. Aside from, of course, Hermes bounces the unrezzed ice, even agendas. Reprise bounces all the expensive ice, so I don't have anything to worry about.
And we do see not too much happening on turn 1. There's a early HQ ice. It's a tree line, and now we know what we need to make runs on HQ for later transfers. But the runner does have a direct access. Not going to come into play on this in this matchup, so that's why it's getting discarded.
That is correct. And seeing how Mutek played the earlier turn, it feels like might be flooded because tree line is not the ice you want to be protecting your servers, right?
Yeah, and maybe not even flooded, just drew exactly 1 piece of ice. But if we
That
discard
could
2, oh yeah, key performance indicators is wiki to draw a card, shuffle a card into R&D.
digging. Although if you look at archives, there's a little card here that's interesting.
Yes, I do see the Luana Campos.
I wonder what's gonna happen here. Is this more asset spammy? Does it
I
run
don't
like
think you
the
can. I I don't think you
yeah with
can if you also have cards that say take bad publicity, but this might indicate that
exactly
you're looking to be like hold your bad publicity on this while you play vulture funds until you install and overwrite this with a regulatory capture, and then you take it all back and you just score your 2-2.
that is true. It could also be like some kind of front company shenanigans where you derez the Luana with all the bad pub on it. Could be something.
Yeah, front company would be quite an ambitious play. And we do have Touchstone coming down. Possible stealth cards in use for from who's that? Or maybe this is just a way to get 1 more credit out of all your events.
Yeah, knowing Jai, it's probably just another way to get credits. Probably just a reg
I
mostly hot
believe
pick.
in Jai, the people's champion, to have found some reason to put stealth in the deck.
It might just be saving the spice for the online Megacity.
Yeah, you have to play this kind of hideous jank on stream. All right, clean getaways with the twinning. Twinning online, by the way, it's definitely
That's
very
early.
yeah, is pretty early to have that online, and the twinning is going to make that much more consistent to charge up every turn as much as we have a Chesvo, which is real easy to use, but no breakers yet.
Yeah, and you don't have the You have Hermes as well, and Moontech is threatening to score whatever's in server 3.
All right. Droids reports that you're a tiny bit quiet. If you could boost your mic a little bit.
Okay, let me see.
All right. Jai draws. Jai clicks for credit. Discards overclock. Server 3 goes uncontested. I hear a little bit of staticky noise. All right. Score the 4-2. It's a vulnerability audit.
Oh, that's a problem. 3-4.
And transfer HQ with the Kurapira and the Chesvo backup. Treeline is downright affordable at this rate. Reanimation Protocol. That's exciting. There's the card that says take bad publicity. And Zwicky, drawing cards. And we're getting a Trebuchet. It already makes you take bad publicity, so you don't take an extra from the Reanimation Protocol. And that's a good enough way to stop the runner from taking twinning digs at R&D.
That is interesting. And it's a very expensive sentry. Like, there's not a lot of ways to go through it.
Yeah, Carmen is close, but it'd go a lot better with the Tungsten Tailor that is probably in your deck. Then you only have to boost once. Meantime, back to Moontech. Got a real score out of getting the vulnerability audit uncontested. And thinking, all right, Reanimation Protocol. We're going in on the more fireworks, more bad publicity, Trebuchet on the remote. So the runner has to break this before even learning what this bottommost ice is. You do like unresed ice at the bottom of the remote. And with 2 clicks left, can you put an agenda in that remote, or do you need to play some more money cards? Jai has a lot of credits. Installing the right breaker and running with an overclock could be a huge swing. All right, pinhole. We don't have to check what that is. We can just know what's in the remote and if we have to worry about this. And it's a spin doctor, and that would let you trash it for free with the Chesfoot credits because you're on a run on archives. So the spin doctor gets flushed out, and we don't fall for any bait. Reanimation Protocol back in the deck. I think it's safe to say reg captures are a plan here. That's a fun reason to be on Zwicky over, say, Nuvem. You got to draw the bad pub cards to be able to play them all. All right, we're having a little bit of mic volume adjustment. We'll do it live. It's great. And use Carpe Diem, just gaining the money. Ooh, Re-Alec, derezzing Trebuchet, and the other Trebuchet. So, the money's back in your pool, and now you'll just take the bad publicity when you re-res them to go up to 4 if the runner challenges you. Now that is spicy. And Muzlahat puts a pinhole threading back into play. Revolver coming in and tread lightly. Nice. perfect synergy with Realic to get the ice unresed, and then we go back in. What is this game? Jai, I knew he would bring the much underplayed Tread Lightly from System Gateway. That is a lot
And
of
if you
fun.
see, like, all the ice in this deck also kind of expensive, so you're probably paying a lot if you want to res even just one piece of ice, right?
Yeah, like we just saw Realic to de-res 2 trebuchets. So this is the trebuchet.
Yes.
You
Oh,
got
this is
7 credits
trebuchet.
out, and then you're going to have to put 10 credits back into this.
Yeah, and you're giving them one more bad pub, so.
I have to assume that the bad
Oh,
pub is something that you want, but woo, the regulatory capture was.
okay. And there's a reprise in hand.
There's a reprise in hand. Tree line going down, I bet.
Yeah. And now all the central ice probably gonna be gone.
This could escalate real quickly.
And so this is how Muslihat just snowballs the game. One steal is all you need.
And the absolute indignity of the fact that you de-res the ice yourself, allowing Muslahat to un-ice R&D for you, and just
Oh,
find a Basalt Spire in R&D.
just rip it. Okay, Jai.
Jai, stop. No one will ever play Jank again.
And the fact that Jai's just not ripping the reprise just immediately
Yeah, I mean, you probably can't
takes
play
some
it anymore after
discipline.
this point.
Yeah. So you don't want to go down to like 3 cards.
I mean, we have to. Mystic Mamie is hungry.
That is a problem.
Odds of
So
the
now
triple barrel. We are
this
evaluating.
this is the
But
exact problem. Like now,
like,
if you
I
play the
say you
reprise,
reprise HQ. Mystic Mamie's taking the reprise one way or another.
yeah. So you either say goodbye to your friend, or you risk the chance of triple measured response. Is what Jai's playing around right now.
Mm-hmm. Click for 1 credit to dodge the measured. It's possible.
Very low. All right.
All right. Ooh, reanimate. Pharos
The
coming up
Pharaoh.
R&D. Yep, tree line that Pharos. Now that'll cause
Yep.
Kurapira a problem.
And if it's mostly hot, the odds you're playing Boomerang is probably low. Like the modern mostly hot lists probably don't even play Boomerang to get around like Pharaohs.
Yeah, and
So
if
it'd be
you are,
interesting
it's
if it's in this list.
like it's not impossible. Pharos is something that you do have to worry about. Everyone's some sicko playing huge barriers because it's hard to tax on the other ice types.
That is true. You could run HQ, build up counters on your Kurupira.
Yeah, tree line's going to be a liability in terms of this Pharos value.
Yes. So there's probably also maybe a reason why you didn't bounce the tree line. You could play around the Pharaohs. Not really sure if that's a line Jai was thinking about.
It's possible. Jai has gotten into the world's top cut, and I've gone nowhere near that close.
I mean, Jai just farmed us like 2 weeks ago. Went to Manila for the Megacity, undefeated all round. So I wonder what goes on in his brain.
I'm told it's Dune Imperium.
That's probably it.
All right, run
There you
HQ.
go.
Get one
And the
Kurapira counter.
bad pub, and the Chesva credits just make it like practically free.
It's
Probably
literally
free.
free.
It's literally free. Spending a Chesva counter for the twinning, of course.
Alright, no additional cards. Just see Reanimation Protocol. Understandable.
There you
And the
go.
class act, Mamie still not paid off.
So just taking, trashing random cards.
And I hear we're heckling for undoing card draw on Jai. Did I miss that? Maybe. Yeah, tisk tisk. Oh, it's undoing. Yeah. All right. Reverse heckling on droid. I mean, who amongst this stream can really be said to be paying attention to the game? Not me.
Also, the Mystic Mamie did hit the echelon, so Jai still needs to find one more copy. Probably if you want to like have a more reliable killer after the revolver runs out of credits
We do
or
have.
counters.
All right, so pivot, get the nano management, but that's not for this turn. That's for next turn. And we're putting a trebuchet on R&D.
Mutek
Huge
revealing.
ice. We're at 5 bad publicity. We can get to 7 as long as the runner doesn't get any of the regulatory captures.
Correct. So it's really a race, right? Like you just
It's
have to find the
absolutely a
red caps
race.
before the corp gets to them, and that's why Mutek is just trying to stack up R&D with as much taxing eyes as possible.
All right, and now we're all just hoping to see a completely free sure gamble, a straight up gain 9.
One of the best feelings is a huge discounted sure gamble. Not sure, but no.
Okay,
He's going for
well,
a transfer.
we are not paying off Mystic Mamie anytime soon, but we are going to come into HQ. The corp has plenty of money, but you do want the access. And should this be a code gate, it'll be nice for Sand Cancel to be live.
Yeah, because as it stands, Treeline isn't really doing that much to protect HQ.
Treeline's about to
It's
give
a
you
huge liability.
Yeah, Treeline's about to give you a discount voucher on this Pharos. Now we do have
Exactly.
the trebuchets on the outside. Gonna rip through these revolver counters pretty quick.
Yeah, it doesn't take much as well. You're pretty good going into this run. And I think this transfer run is trying to deny Mutek as well of the credits. Like, I'm not even sure if Jai's gonna go for a triple axis here.
I mean, have we checked HQ in a while?
Maybe
Might be a
he
whole bunch of.
does.
I think there's a bunch of unknown cards that we'd really want to make sure aren't regulatory captures. All right, take the money.
Okay, let's
Love to gain
see
our own
how
money.
many cards. Okay, so it's
Ooh,
mad.
Mad. Now there's a play.
There you go. So you
At the
see
minute-
Jai accessing 0 cards here. 0 additional cards.
And that was the so Mad and Nano Management is how you have anything to do after the clicks left over.
Yeah, so when you see like a mutually assured destruction, like you suddenly start counting all of the res cards. How many tags can I give the runner? And as a runner, how many cards can you how many tags can you actually take or float? Ain't no way.
Yeah, so fortunately, right now, there are not enough cards to give you more tags than you can clear. But once we get up to 6, then you can say, all right, Mad for 6, good luck.
Yeah.
And
There's
clean
also
getaway.
like,
Mamie finally dipping
there we
below the
go.
credits.
There's also some lines where you have to give like 7 tags. So that even if the runner D-tags 4 times, instead of 3 tags, you can triple end of the line. That also gets plays around Jai just installing a class app to get to 9 cards.
All right, now I think we're about to be playing. Okay, we're spending 2 revolver counters. We only spent 1 revolver counter on
Yes.
this trebuchet.
Yes. Oh,
And we get the discount coupon, free trip through Pharos.
there you go.
Here's the 2
There you
additional
go for the
twins, and
win. There you
yeah, there's
go.
the slash and burn off the top. Good work, Jai, but we'll have to try to catch that mutually assured destruction getting played
Yeah.
one of these rounds.
Okay, so off the rip, we see Lat is on Anikam.
You can draw a lot of
Used to
cards.
be the default, but now there are other console choices. Though you
Right.
do see the strike fund, so you kind of start thinking, is this the same like list where you run triple strike fund plus like steel skin probably
With an
with the
Audrey in
Audrey
the.
rig? Yeah,
Yeah. Could be.
which
You know, the
is
Catboy Lat is literally the deck where this started.
yes. And then on the corp side, seems like flop shenanigans. Oh, in the early Audrey. That might be a problem for the corp.
All right. Audrey strongly suggests that we're going to be cycling some steel skins. In the meantime, on the corporation side, we do see PD making a lot of remotes. We might have a feeling of what's going on here. And being on event economy is a great thing to be on, because that goes faster than having to set up stuff to sell to Knick-Knack.
That is correct.
In fact, we're already
now
done.
yeah. The question here now is this PD deck just a regular flop deck, or is it the combo type of deck, right?
I don't know how many PD decks are flop decks, or are just regular flop decks.
Yeah. You see here the early overclock challenge with an SMC on board.
And we do get the great value on, actually using Audrey, since you're gonna have to trash some amount of assets here. No res on the ice. Corp can't afford to go in that hole, so you'll get to actually just spend your overclock money.
Fetching for Mentor. Pretty good deal versus asset decks. You just want that to be ticking up all the time.
And you get the wage workers that the corp already paid for, so that is the greatest value of all.
Oh, and then Azimat drops.
Oh, that's a good draw. I was kind of expecting SMC to fetch the Azamat, but looks like that is not to be. We already had it.
Already had it. Now going back.
There is an Audrey. Could go in with the Audrey counter and trashing a bunch of cards.
Gauss and SMC. Alright. And it's
Oh, fantastic. Spending the Azamat money.
Ending the turn with a creative commission.
Utterly heck bent. No cards in hand.
So now there's like, I don't want to say it's a problem, but now you are full of memory because you have Audrey and Azamat both on the board. So if the corp purges, there's also like a way for the corp to at least buy some time if that's something they're interested in doing.
It'll buy some time, but you do have a serious problem that you probably don't have enough ice to lock up HQ and R&D out of the Audrey, so the runner might be able to just spend some Azamat credits, and they're back online.
It's correct. And you see the Bass. which kind of signals to me this is a combo type of list.
No honest person has ever played a Bass, at least within this meta.
It's a very sinister card. You see it res, you're probably on 7 points at the end of the turn. Something like that. I don't know. I'm not a combo player.
All right.
So you see the
Flop
fully
rational
op.
coming in. Not the biggest hit that can possibly exist, but it does get you out of the 1 credit hole very cleanly. And we're continuing to draw because this is the combo deck. We need to combo fast.
Pretty much, because right now, Leah's game plan, you just want to deny all of these remote servers. Try not to give too much flop value. Make it as hard as possible for the corp to just go off.
Yeah, this is a fantastic asset contesting rig to have online.
Oh, definitely.
And the corp still hasn't managed to get all the ice res, so you get to keep driving the corp down to 1.
Exactly. So now corp is at 1 credit, so the ice on server 1 probably not getting resed.
All right, now some amount of these are spin doctors. You'd hate to spend 2 Audrey counters and then the corp yanks the spin doctor away and you don't get the refill. So you might have to let one of these sleep near subroutines fire.
Definitely.
And we are losing 2 cards for all this 4 strength ice on the Audrey.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Right, the corp may draw 1 card.
Okay. Giving them 1 card. It's power set B.
Alright, that's clicks banked on the table. You don't want to let the corp have that.
It's Audrey rebuys the counter. And Leah just ends the turn with another creative commission.
Alright, seems pretty good. Leah's going through the deck at a pretty healthy pace. 26 cards left.
You do want to find like a buffer drive if Leah does run it, probably, so that you have a little bit more longevity against a deck that might want to grind you out of cards. Because we have, in testing, reached the bottom of the deck against like some PD lists. Although I'm not sure how fast you can burn through all that while contesting all these servers, because you still have to draw up. There we go. Speaking of,
Ritual is some pretty good draw.
Ritual is the card you want here. You draw 4 off of it. And now you're ready to contest again.
Alright, cashing in the fermenter.
There we go.
So, you know.
Maybe afraid of a fly swatter.
Yeah, could be afraid of a fly swatter. Could be afraid of the corpse is just going to manually purge this all off anyway. And realistically, 14 credits with Azamat backup is going to be enough for quite a while.
Oh, and it's send a message. So maybe posturing for a combo turn there.
Yeah, I think the corp just was filling up servers because you don't want to be scoring the send a message on this. Like, that's not what you want in your score. You want the luxury train line. But that does turn on threat 3, so Scatterfield gets to go install a card. Wage Workers is back behind the relatively expensive Scatterfield.
Of course, you still have to spend a counter on the Audrey.
Yeah, and this is why saving the 1 counter by letting a sub resolve was so important.
Yeah, because like, for example, there as well, server 1 was an agenda. You lose an Audrey counter for that, and then the Spin Doctor again. So you always have to have like at least one extra in these types of board states.
Although, yeah, there's the manual purge.
There is a purge.
Oh, spoilers. That's our extra. That's our replacement. Ooh, burner into HQ. If this gets rid of some fully operationals. All right,
and it's another
YDL.
sin.
That's a card that's nice, but you probably don't need it. And Scatterfield is whatever. Send a message. Maybe you put that on top of R&D just to go pick it up.
Yeah. Okay. So you are getting to 6 points. There's no Spin Doctor on the board.
Yeah, definitely no Spin Doctor, but that means these servers that are all now protected by Rezzed Ice do have real cards in them that could be counting towards this combo is alive and ticking. It could be as fast as you play top-down solutions to fill up the servers, and then you just draw out the rest of your deck.
Oh,
nice.
And a cheeky pinhole.
Hello. Sorry for joining.
All
A bit later
Welcome.
than expected.
All right, welcome Geostark. We are in the middle of this precision design, presumably kill list versus Lat on some Audrey Anacam. I am going to quiet myself down for the rest of this. I've been talking loud for quite a while.
All good. Thank you for the stream. We're gonna take over for you. Okay, so Hannah is also a very good card here, of course, obviously. And Pinhole isn't a card you usually see in like the Catboy Lat lists, but it is very good, like once the Corp purges. Because that is the problem, right? Once a Corp purges, all of the ice are res, how do you get into a server to get another Audrey counter? Like you have to go for singles on HQ, hope you find an asset, right? And the burner did whiff like an asset trashable. You did get an agenda for it. So now you have to go to plan B, which is you have to pinhole like an asset. It has to be like you have to be sure it's an asset, which you did see because it got installed by Ablative on server 1.
Yeah, this I feel Leah is very well positioned here. I mean, this Audrey is coming in many decks precisely to face this deck. So, and she has done an amazing job controlling the board, and also keeping the corp as down as possible. So I think in this position, Leah is very, very, very well placed.
Yeah, the problem here is the 4 strength
Yeah.
is still annoying.
Yeah, 2 cards is expensive.
Crashing Sure Gamble and Buffer Drive. Oh, finds a Synchro Cyclotron. That's a very good hit.
Yeah. Most of those decks are running just one, so
Exactly.
It's a pretty big hit. Yeah.
Exactly. Most flop decks, they run the 1 copy.
And it makes sense to put it behind the more taxing ISO.
Oh, definitely.
And she decided to not make a Hana run. Interesting.
Wait, no. I believe it is a Hana run. It just
she didn't. Undue. She did. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because of the Audrey, something about Audrey crashing cards. Okay, now just going for a single.
Maybe she's deep diving. Yep.
Oh.
It looks like.
Okay. Favor spike also. See if this is the R&D run.
Let's see if She doesn't have that many cards in hand, but
decides to draw instead.
yeah.
Okay. But Leah here, she's exerting good pressure on the corp. 1 server, 6 credits. It's very hard to like just combo off from this point. We still haven't seen any trains.
Oh, okay. Top down is also very good. 4 servers.
Yes. Oh, I see up HQ.
Oh, he's protecting HQ. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scared of the deep dive here.
Yeah, I think
Central access. Yeah.
had the same idea than me that we'll deep dive and said better to protect centrals.
Yeah. So here you see Leah on the end of the corpse turn, crashing Strike Fund to gain 2 and draw 1 from Anicam, which is a good way to grind value in this matchup, because you still draw from Anicam on the corpse turn.
Yeah, and she also decided that it wasn't needed to keep the buffer drive. That a combo PD won't get that long.
Yes.
So
Go fully up. And now you are out of Audrey counters.
Yep. And Ablative can stop her if she's going for a dive now.
Right. Just forcing the res.
So that went through.
Oh,
and there we have a counter.
And it's a deep dive turn.
Yeah, that's a big deep dive for sure. And we are Hannah. Okay.
Okay. Any action using spin to fatten up R&D.
Try to put as many non-agendas on the deck.
There are 16 cards left in R&D. Leah's about to see half of it.
Yeah.
And there you go, finding an agenda.
Yep.
Well played to both players.
Well played. Yeah. Well played to both players.
Is this a magic deck?
I don't think so. Doesn't look like. Other than the red ray share.
Let's see. I don't know what's in that deck. I am not. Maybe it's just an interesting board state. See, triple simulchip.
I think it's more the combo one that because I seen a nuke. It was one that was trying to make a few dives on the same turn.
Oh, that could be it.
Yeah, and
you have nanukes, which is honestly when the corp doesn't have any remote servers, it's pretty good. You're not gonna accidentally like waste an icebreaker from a unfortunate access on a remote.
Yeah. It's because that can take down the combo if you touch an agenda that you weren't expecting to.
True, that is exactly the problem here. Looking at corpse archives, there is a cultivate, which is I really believe it's such a good card for Nivem. It smooths out your draw. You see your top 5, you get to control what's on top. Because the problem with Nuvem, right, is like you don't really know what's gonna be on top. You don't get to control when you see your agenda. You have 54 cards. But now you can like, okay, I know my next 5 cards. Oh,
and I think one of the problems of Novem is that could be sometimes too passive, like just hoping that you get the cards you want in hand to play, and that helps you to kind of search faster. So yeah, Nuveum needs a bit this to push forward and don't let the runner all the time in the world to set up.
Okay, and there is the Nanook is getting committed here.
Yeah. Is it really? Yeah, it's less expensive than the Mayfly for sure.
Yeah.
I didn't
Okay.
remember the numbers in Nanook.
No problem.
We don't
Every
see it that
now and
often.
then, every now and then I open the Nook and I see, is there a way I want to play this card? Sometimes I do. My friends tell me, hey, stop that.
Yeah, the 2 credit to break up to 2 subroutines is what makes it sometimes not that much playable. Are we going for a dive here?
It's an event horizon. Oh. And Pharos is gonna be expensive.
Yeah, I think it's the I don't, but I don't think we are going for a dive here. We are very short on credits. Because if I don't remember wrong, what this deck was trying to do it was to play a running hot after running 3 centrals. But Corp on 32 credits and runner in 9 doesn't seem very likely.
Do have a bunch of Simul chips here. Could be used for coalescence. Corp not rising the third die. Showing another trebuchet, which is 3, 4, 5 to break. Nano.
6 to fully break. 3, yeah. 5 to fully break.
So
yeah.
5 to fully break.
I don't know why I think in Anukin it's 2 for 2 on strength. I need to play it more often.
The funny part about the trebuchet is that Nanook wants you to break up to 2 subroutines, and trebuchet reading the last subroutine is you can't steal or trash core cards for the remainder of this run. So like there is a world. I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm saying there is a world where you let the trebuchet last subroutine fire. Just so you don't lose your breaker if you plan to run any other server that turn.
Yeah,
But
if
of
this
course,
deck is planning the combo,
yeah,
sometimes you don't want to lose your Nanook. Problem is
exactly.
that Nanook you need to pay 2 for break 2. So
Yeah, exactly. It's just kind of like a very funny interaction there.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But
Folks at home,
there is when you want to break just one, but you have to pay for both of them. So
yeah, for sure. Okay, so the runner here, thinking about it, already has floated tags from the Pharos. This might look like this might be the combo turn.
I think it feels like I'm surprised the corp didn't rest the other eyes.
Yeah, the third dice.
Maybe we are big dealing also.
Oh, for sure.
So that my track if wants to keep some credits for the big deal.
That is true. Now, runner doing some math, trying to figure out if they can still afford to do the entire combo.
Yeah, they are also thinking what if maybe if they pop the event horizon.
Yes. Okay, so they did pop a coalescence, grabbing another coalescence with another simul chip. You're now out of simul chips. And there is still an event horizon. I saw subroutines. Okay.
The runner has clicked the fire also routine, but wanted to break. Has happened to me a couple of times.
Okay, fire. Okay.
Yeah, I think realizing that if the corp trashes the breaker and then event horizons, the combo turn is over.
Yep.
Yeah. So the event horizon here really makes it difficult.
Yes, so it was not a mistake. For a moment, thought about letting it fire.
Yes. So hitting the buffer drive. The buffer drive here is a good hit because this deck, if it is that deck, you're trying to put like all of your deep dives or the running hots, I believe. You want to tuck them at the bottom of your deck.
Yep.
So you can draw into them with the stone ships later on as you take more core damage from the running hots. Okay, make another run.
We
So
put
this
back
could
with
be
the
another event horizon would be terrible here. Maybe that's why the corp didn't want to res the third ice.
I think
Floating one more attack. There we go. Moment of truth, and
Oh,
it is
okay.
another event horizon.
Okay.
Oh,
The runner. Yeah,
and
that's
sad
sad to see.
face.
That's really sad to see.
Rude. Okay. So you have to also give Ajor like props here. He knows what the runner win con is here. He's trying to deny it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Now all of that, why didn't he res the third ice? Now it all completely makes sense. Now one more card's getting trashed. Could be the Anicum. All two other copies of Anicum have been trashed. No, it's a Mayfly.
We are saying like you are going to take an agenda and Anouk will die alone. I know.
Ending the run again. So now I'm not sure if you still have enough clicks for this.
Normally you don't. We are in 2 clicks. We are out of Hana.
Yeah.
Out of buffer drive.
You know, also don't have your read write shares set up for this. Corp still has money for a big deal. Your servers are as set up as you want them to be, especially after you pop the event horizons. Mildly taxing. Runner can just sit back, go again next turn maybe.
It seems it seems quite rough, but yeah, on five bad pub, you can try things.
Yes. You're going back one more time. So runner also saying this is the last turn.
Yeah, and you want to take anyhow you want to take the big deals if they are in hand, or the 5-3 they want to score if they have it in hand. So, and on 3 cards in hand, you have pretty good odds to take to touch one of those cards.
Yeah. Okay. So another trebuchet. After the trebuchet, is this going to fire again? Probably. It's still porous, so you're still getting in. if all you want is to do running hots and deep dives, you are going to lose a stone ship.
He's thinking about breaking it this time.
Yeah. Okay. So we also missed it earlier, but the read-write share did shuffle cards back into the stack. So these are cards that the runner does want there.
Knows. Yeah.
And now fires, the subroutines on their trebuchet. So the runner now is holding all the cards they need, or they should want, hopefully, for this combo. And all you have to do is to pray the running hots don't hit your deep dives or the other running hots.
If we are going for it, we are playing running hot now. Yeah. Okay.
There we go.
We are going for it.
Hitting a pinhole. I believe. We still have yet to run archives. Yes, there we go.
We have
Go.
2 clicks.
One more running
Another
hot.
running hot.
There we go. We're
Ritual.
back to 4 clicks.
Okay.
Hitting ritual and a deep dive. Seeing 5 points. Assault and red cap. You might just want to steal both red caps. I don't know. The look is gone. Assault Spire. There we go.
Assault. And another deep dive. And that's game.
There we go.
No? I know, was the
Yeah,
rest
and
last trick.
2 more clicks. So one more running hot or just a deep dive.
A deep dive,
Yeah,
I'll
if you have
say.
2 deep dives, you play one more running hot. Right? Oh
Okay,
no, all
yeah.
running hots are gone.
Yeah.
There we go.
And
then
now
you are
another
going
deep
for
dive.
one more.
Oh my god, 1 point!
And it's the 1-pointer!
No.
Oh no!
Oh my god, that's sad.
Wait. You have 3 clicks. You can credit, deep dive one more time. If you have a third one. There we go.
Yeah.
There we
there
go.
it is.
Oh.
Whoa.
That was
Had to work for that, the last point.
Yeah. That was scary.
But such a talent. 3 running hot and never touch a deep dive. I mean.
Yeah.
It seems like Muesli Hat has come to take that place in Creme. So much has started with hedge fund, Ice hedge fund, the classic.
Okay, Jai, whiffing the first Muesli Hat trigger.
Yeah.
Now I see throwing over it. Triangle Mystic maybe not bad.
Yeah, mostly the cards that you have to draw by yourself are cards that you really want, like Mamie, like Twinning, Hermes, yeah.
Let's see what happens here.
So it's not a bad turn to make it the turn where the court was not really putting some threats on the table. We are money up.
Okay, revealing a thread lightly. Something to note for later. And the Fencer Fueno and the Hermes. Wow.
I'm surprised we haven't put anything in on the remote yet, making that much money.
And a revolver. Wow. So of course, against Jinteki, the first breaker you almost want to install every game is their killer, and revolver is one of the best for rate. Just getting through all those nasty sentries.
To be fair, many eyes in Jinteki can hurt you, like no matter the type.
Multi Coconut playing this slow, icing archives first to deny like any clean getaway value. Now building 2 servers with the Atea trigger. This could be a spin.
Could be a bite.
Could be a bite. A table bite. Finding the echelon. Drawing up with class act. So I think Jai here maybe looking for a sure gamble next turn with the Mystic Maiming credit. Could just be a Carpe Diem. So we do see it as a spin doctor on the corp side.
Yes,
What do you want to install here? What do you want to do? Maybe you want to start like pressuring with a Charlotte if that is something you want to try and do. Building 2. I see both. And jamming 1 card.
One card alone normally is not that a threat on the remote.
Oh, go for bravado.
R&D.
That's one way to spend domestic naming credits. It's
okay. We are on tag. We are on tag punishment.
It's a fun house. Okay.
Yeah, but it makes sense with the mindscaping we saw before. So
yeah, it could be.
So maybe on see how they run. Some copies of Jai on the deck.
Yes.
Probably.
The good thing about the bravado here is that Funhouse is just a hard end run, so you can just keep on bumping into it with your bravados.
Yeah.
Because typically the problem with the bravado against Jinteki is if it's porous. I mean, you get an extra credit, but it might be painful if you don't have the credits to actually get through the ice. But here, it's just an end run. You just bump into it, get your credits. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst when all 3 centrals are iced up.
Yeah.
And installing the echelon, you are Jai still pretty down in credits here. Let's see. Is there anything happening in server 2? Not really. Digging. Spinning both hedge funds. Just want more money. Okay.
Next tries for server 2 probably.
Yeah.
I know.
Taking it back.
In our mind. Peer preview. Okay. There is Jai in hand.
Yeah. It is unleash end of the line. Just showing.
Yeah.
Just showing what you have.
Yeah.
This deck is up to no good.
You will clear the tag and you will like
it. Or else I'm gonna clear the tag for you, and you are
not.
Wow. Okay. So now, the Fencer Final becomes a problem. If you install it early, in certain matchups, it just kind of you have to keep on paying for it. Because in jungle, Fencer Flynn is very good.
Yeah.
But
till which point you keep paying for it?
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to cash it out soon. Maybe not. I mean, if you're at the lofty credit total, just keep on paying for it. It is the least detrimental companion to just have. to just keep on ticking up, at least.
He just took an overclock. I mean, Corp is on 11 credits, so yeah, he's sending it. He's sending it with tread lightly.
Lightly. Wonder if this
Saying
is
like, if you res, you will break. You will be broke after.
Yeah. I wonder.
So now she's thinking, not res first glass.
Like a teeny here might be painful.
Like a nice.
Oh,
Phenotria.
it's another tagging card.
Yeah.
Breaking for 2. That does set back the Corp a lot of credits. This is 7 to res. For something that you can break for 2 credits.
Like in
Jai's
this
thinking
board.
about it. Doesn't want to take a tag. Yeah, might
Yeah,
get flat.
he's
See a
just
dip
taking it.
down to 4. There we go. Gets a clean getaway in the reprise. And it is a see how they run.
Okay.
Okay. So you diffuse that. You still have 3 more clicks.
Okay. I'm inclined to think that server 2 is B1001. Maybe.
Yeah, it could be. Oh. And now you can clean getaway on HQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hermes is a good card.
It's pretty good. Okay.
Now you see Hermes Arizona, Hermes Magdalene, Hermes everyone.
This player Hermes in every ID.
Yeah. I mean, 3 influence is not that much.
Yeah. And if you're multi-coconut, you're kind of having trouble here now. You don't have that much money. Jai could just send it with a transfer.
Yeah, that push was a bit optimistic.
Yeah. There we go.
And
Marcus HQ. Yeah, you just keep on pressuring.
Yeah. We using the counter same, I suppose. Yeah.
Oh, accesses
Do you
the
want
Jai
that one?
card. And end of the line. Okay, these are cards we know we're in HQ.
Yeah.
Server 2 could be a second copy of B1001 is what Jai's thinking. Oh, it's scoring the longevity serum. There we go. Declines.
There's still the Hermes bounce, and and now the corp is really bottomed.
Transfer here wouldn't be
the
first, but multi-coconut is at 2 credits. If there's a B1001, you can duck to 1. No, you just check it first.
Yeah. If it's something, oh,
it's a Tatumbola.
Are we letting it fire? Yes, of course. Yeah.
And now Corpus has 0 credits. You have plenty of time. You're chilling.
Just money up.
Yeah. And now you've spent your Fencer Fueno credits. If you don't steal anything here, you don't need to pay 1 for the Fencer Fueno. Knowledge Seeker. Well, that's interesting.
And I think we will just click for 3. Probably. No, or click for 2 and ice HQ.
And
or not. Yeah.
1 more. This could be another Tatubola. Because if there's a Tatubola in a remote, 1 is in HQ.
It will make a lot of sense to have it there. Or
there we go.
Or we will just see that it doesn't rest. Yeah. We haven't seen it in hand yet, so that's why I wasn't completely sure, but it was the most logic eyes to be placed there.
Just letting it fire. Very comfortable, just keeping the corp at 0 credits.
Yep.
There's no urgency. Corp is not
You're
presenting.
charging your twinning.
Correct.
Like
you are. Yeah, there we go. Because if the corp goes to 3 credits, you can just transfer of wealth then. And even if the Tatabola bounces to hand, which the corp might even just decline, right? Probably not, but they could do it, right? You just get the full value for your transfer of wealth.
So Jai didn't have the mostly had draw. And now he drew. So
yeah, stacking the deck with the class act. Probably just dumping all of the excess breakers at the bottom. Sometimes you just see 2 class acts off your class act.
yeah.
What can you do? Now, I don't know what Jai.
I think maybe he's considering contesting the server one. But on 2 credits there is not much it can push there. So
yeah, could be a Regulus.
Or maybe
here
sending it R&D.
Yeah, there we go.
Contesting. Oh, yeah. We are
Probably
contesting.
maybe letting the Fenutria fire again. And saving 1 click to draw up to 4 afterwards. Oh, just paying.
He's paying. Okay.
We
like the card we like the cards we have.
Yeah. It's time to see if this will be 1001 on server 2.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Imagine getting ETR'd by a card
By yourself.
Face. By yourself. So for those not in the know, this B1001 card has been released as a alternate art with Jai's face on it. It's actually being given out this Megacity. Oh no, that was for Continentals last year. Wow. Okay. So trashing the B1001. Not even looking at the Spin Doctor.
Yep.
Okay. Installing Atea. Skirts around the need for paying
That
extra
seems
credits.
that looked like a Charlotte.
Is the most Charlotte looking server
Yeah.
in the world.
I think Jai will come for it. Maybe you will give some tattoo credits there, but you cannot just let cook Charlotte for too long.
Yeah. So I have to be wary about cards like Bite. Because if you transfer wealth at the wrong time and you hit a Bite, you won't have enough clicks to detag and draw up. Although you did see the corp on end of the line, so it's probably no measured responses in this list. That's what I'm thinking of.
No, I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going for a clean
I think
getaway.
influences on Fenutria, on Funhouse, all the cards that care about tax.
True. You also, yeah, okay. So checking the most Charlotte looking server in the history of the game. There we go.
Was unfortunate to don't have a nice to swap the tattoo.
There we go. And this is the transfer of wealth.
But if she didn't swap on the remote, won't be able to swap either on HQ.
Yeah.
That will bottom her again.
And accesses another
shot. Touching the Charlotte. Bite without. Oh my god, that's so hard.
Okay.
Like.
Okay, just yeah. And then just
2 Charlottes down.
Yeah, 2 Charlottes. Your bite's gone. You didn't even get to pay for it.
Yeah.
And that also signals there's no other ice on HQ, right?
Yeah. Because what I was saying, because it didn't swap when was on the run on server 2. So
Definitely.
yeah. Maybe she should have kept one ice when she installed the Charlotte instead of putting the third ice on the server 1.
True. There we go. Hope you mandoed an ice. Because another transfer of wealth is coming.
Yeah. Did bring another ice?
No. It's
No. What if Jai just yeah, you're accessing everything. Fuji, you're now at 5 points. You have one more card to access. Yeah, Crim pressure. If you bottom with Crim, they can keep you down for quite a while.
Now, Jai is at a healthy 25 credits.
And I think from here could kind of R&D lock.
For sure. Uses the planogram.
We still don't have a way to break a fun house though.
That is true. You just pay for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just raw pay for in the tag. That's gonna be expensive.
We found.
Go. Speak of the devil.
Did you call me? I'm here.
There we go. On sale. And there's no B1001s on any of these servers, so you're pretty safe.
Yeah, there is just a spin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're clean getaways. You're just sending it on the R&D and you should be fine. Oh, just sending it in archives. Making multi-coconut shuffle any agendas, if there are any. So that when you sweep R&D, it's a bit more dense with agendas.
Yeah. Jai is very being clinical here. Like one run, setup, draw.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're not putting pressure on the board, I can just charge my twinning.
And the centrals, they don't also present that much of a threat, so one Chesva is all you need.
Yep.
Like, sure, you might want like it's the second one, but Echelon being on 4 strength is also pretty good in case you hit like a Cloud Eater or something.
Yeah, true. Cloud Eater is 6, so
yeah.
At least you need to boost just once.
Let's play the direct access. We're wondering why. It's because of SoundCloud sale. Get to break it a little bit better. No, just shuffling the direct access. Okay.
Okay.
You just want the twinning counter from Mystic Mamie. Right?
So he just bounced back?
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the end game, for Muslia, once like you're out of cards, You just cycle the direct access over and over the Mystic maybe to load up the
Yeah.
twinning.
I was just surprised he just used it for charging the
True.
twinning, basically.
True, that's interesting. Okay, revealing another sound console. So now server 2. If this is to see how they run, you are not under threat. You're not scared.
Yeah, as long as there is not a second card or an advancement on that remote, you can
True.
just ignore
Okay,
it.
They're just popping the spin, shuffling a bite, and possibly an agenda. No, not an agenda.
And I don't see a
A
card.
random card. Yeah, could be another bite.
can be very likely another bite.
One house. You now have still have 2 clicks, 7 cards in hand. This could be going in for the win. Is this a magic deck? So Lou has been mammoth hunting. There are 2 Regenesis in Cosmic Score area.
I mean, those are really big
Big steals.
steals.
Looking at Antoine's board. 2 cohorts on archives, double bladder word. So Lou has just been controlling all the remotes. A Fuencer Fueno is on the board. Oh, and there's a card we don't often see. There's a crew in this Lou deck. And a flip switch. Finality. There's a lot of things happening.
Finality. I mean, there is other really good cards in Anarch.
Yes, a lot of things happening here. This is not the standard Lou deck people have been playing, which is very interesting. Antoine.
But we have Hermes.
We do have Hermes. Again. Double icing archives. This could be signaling a Regenesis push or bluffing the last Regenesis.
Could
Not
be
that much
though,
money.
but I mean, he can surely go through that Boto. It's expensive, but
Yeah, it's expensive. There's 1 credit on Trixer Taka. 1 credit on Lou. A Devil Charm here would be big, and it is a
hey,
Devil Charm. So need the money for the crew. There we go.
okay, we are just blowing up the server. I mean, why to break when you can just eat it?
Yeah, it's just trash the ice. There we go. And it is the
Okay.
Regenesis, the Mammoth Hunter. So now
All 3.
you're pretty certain there's another agenda in archives here.
Yeah. But I think you just chill. Maybe trash the
Thinking
to
about
feed the fencer.
yeah, thinking about getting another credit to pay for Fencer, or just drawing up the 4 cards and just letting Fencer trash itself, just so you're safe from measured response. Because if you look at archives, you haven't seen influence yet. It's just a power step B.
He sent it at R&D also.
Yeah.
Good.
It's just Fencer Fueno. So Cosmic just what's happening? Nothing yet. Still thinking about it. I think those are the lines you're thinking about here. You just draw a card No, just sending it.
We are sending it R&D.
Okay. Go to 4 cards and gain a credit. That's one way. Another paladin has 3 credits as well.
At this point, maybe you can trash it. I don't know
Let
how
it
many
go.
installables there is still on the.
Yeah, there's
I mean, there
probably
is probably the devil charms and fermenters and but
daily casts might still be.
yeah. There's still 2 daily casts probably.
Yeah. So just trashing the Rising Tide.
Oh, trashing the probably have another in hand.
Now installing like that. But
I think you're never really happy to see fat, but in this board state, I think just to don't get double measured, like you're like you take it.
yeah, you are. It's still threat 3, so you're kind of chilling for a bit. So you can take your time.
Yeah, true.
I mean, a hybrid release could be painful, but you can't really contest this FUD at the moment, I don't think. And server 3 could also be a spin doctor because we know there's probably an agenda in archives.
He's just sending it.
Just sending it.
Whoa.
Kind of want to get like some maybe Fencer Flynn value, so you draw and click for credit somehow. Sees the last card.
Somehow I didn't see. Did he had Oko counters this turn? Maybe not.
Not yet. Interesting to
Because
see
we have seen a lot of cards on R&D and touch nothing, so maybe that suggests that there is quite a few in hand or archives.
Yeah. There's 3 phase zone cards in the archives. I think
We are in Managarm.
Manigarm, exactly. The part about here is that there's no more Regenesis, so you don't have to play like, is it a Regenesis or is it not game? But you also see that the Corp has a Manigarm, which is not what you typically see in an AUHO deck.
Yeah.
Right. So now like it throws off like the calculations. Like, is this deck even on measured response, right?
Yeah. You need to count the influence, but maybe not.
And both players just taking their time. Very.
Yeah, I think against the Yuko, you need to think really well your runs. It can cost you cards, so
sure.
you have just as many.
For sure. Both players want to make it into the 12-point bracket. And the win here.
I think the runner is very well positioned here, taking all 3 regens, but needs to money up somehow. Because
you need some,
has
especially
bottomed out a bit.
after especially after all 3 of your crews are gone. 1 Devil Charms in the heap, and 1's already removed from game. So you can't really. You've run out of ways to just crash like any of these expensive ice. And I'd be surprised
That
if
helps
this
a
deck
bit.
runs privilege access. And there we go.
Okay,
We're talking about hybrid release.
that hybrid is really good here. I mean, you have FUT, you have the hybrid trigger, you have the powers trigger. Like,
yeah. And you just
and
install
you're in
that.
threat 4 in case you are a measure.
Yeah. It's huge. And this is always a problem if you let FUT tick up. Like the corp could just fast advance like a hybrid release and everything just happens. Right. And now you're set back tempo wise. You don't have any credits. They did install, Antoine did install a bladderwort behind the fly swatter. So that gives Cosmic 1 credit if you break it because of Tungsten Taylor. Still don't have any money to trash the bladderwort.
Measure.
There we go.
It's game.
Oh, it's just a measured response.
Yeah.
That's game.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yeah.
showing.
So now we have the answer. He's in measure.
That's Nebula against Arisana. I believe we've seen this Nebula deck earlier, but we haven't seen this Arisana deck yet. And it's a 50
What's
card.
the? I haven't seen the deck before. Is like on which flavor nebula is this?
I believe this is a fast advance type of Nebula. You see the top down. So you're not making any kills. Aggressive run for Arizona though on turn 1. There you go. Installing the Muse. Just going directly for the Fizero. Just paying 1.
That's really the best way to
Oh,
break Funhouse.
rips
Oh
in
my
the middle
god.
reporting.
Easy.
Yeah. We're gaming.
Oh my god.
This is a high octane
It's
gameplay.
so nice to bypass it.
Yeah. So what's happening here is when the runner encounters the funhouse, the Physarum triggers first. So you can bypass it, completely just negating the funhouse ability. It's pretty good. I'm playing a planogram to draw 3. You're digging 4. Yeah. Yeah, your YDLs.
That's money.
Now
And I
you
will
want
guess
for party again.
if we have a second ice, we double ice R&D maybe.
That's what I'm thinking as well here.
Because I mean, for 1 credit, you can just go every time R&D just to don't keep Nebula flipped.
Yeah, and the stowaway here.
We change the ice. Yeah.
Just over inside. Okay. Okay, so
far we have seen just the Physarum that is pretty standard on Arizona.
yeah, and if you're
Do you
Arizona,
think it's a Hermes Arizona?
Hermes Arizona, I'd be surprised.
I've seen it, huh? I've seen Hermes
You'll see
Arizona recently.
Hermes
So.
Arizona. Okay, interesting. F2P. Yeah, this is annoying.
Annoying. Yeah. Was exactly the same word in my head. It's like it's not stopping you, but you can break it without breakers, but it's annoying.
When it's slap vandal.
We are breaking. What are we breaking? The tag. Okay. Yeah, it's true that on this board state, they give one install runner card to the grip. You take it. I mean,
What are you about to do?
you take your slab bundle or you install a Nuka with 2 counters. So
Counters
yeah,
as well, yeah.
yeah.
It's interesting, right? It's not an interaction that often happens. Okay, just bounces the Nuka.
Okay.
Flipping back Nebula again. Let's see if another agenda
I would have been inclined to give the slab bundle, but yeah.
Yeah. Ending the turn with Creative Commission. It's going for a
Red level. Okay.
Yes, for some money. Could be a moon pool. It is a moon pool.
Okay. So we are scoring.
King making an Oracle think tank. There we go. And scoring an embedded reporting of yourself. Okay.
Yeah, I think also that helps to take if you were like on 3 agendas in hand.
Yeah, you did just clear it up. And playing the red level clearance there just to gain money also flips Nebula back. So it's also forcing the runner to just check again.
Yeah.
Just using the Nuka again. Ugly red. So maybe just run it back. No, it's a lily pad. Maybe your second slap vandals
But
coming
now
in.
you have. Yeah, but now that you installed the lily pad, you don't want to that back on your grip. You don't want to pay 4 again.
So you're just taking a tag. No, just paying 2.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Okay, flipping back
saying like
Nebula.
you don't have tag punishment.
There you go. Oh, and Song is stowaway. Just making back your money.
That card is also annoying. Like you install your eyes to give credits to the runner.
Yeah, and Nebula's not. It's trying to dig up cards. You know, you want to replace the F2P as well. Now that there's a bunch of Trojans on it.
Yeah, another eye swap.
But how much ice can you just trash like this, right?
Yeah.
And
And how much ice you can afford to rest just to be trashed?
True. Especially when exactly the case, Arizona can just simul chip back some of these programs and use them back. And you're not afraid. So if you have a Muse, you just pull back the Slap Vandal, simul chip, trash your Muse, bring back a Stowaway. It's a Piranhas. And gaining one bad publicity. Bad publicity against Arizona is not
You
bad.
can let this fire.
Yeah, you do have a ton of cards.
Depends on what you have in hand. Yeah.
Thinking about it.
But if you have important cards, maybe. But I mean, we are shapers, so yeah, you let that just fire.
Firing.
Mm.
What has been lost? Just really bad. Yeah, still through. And now Corp has one bad publicity. It's on Coalescence. Pretty good.
Rolling with
Doesn't matter if
Lilipad.
it gets crashed. because you've already with
Yeah, the draw engine is just so good with the lily pad.
and you drew from lily pad, so
But I'm disappointed it's not Hermes.
it's not Hermes.
Corp on 3 credits. That's also rough for Nebula.
Yeah, and you haven't seen any petty caches yet.
Yeah.
You just have
Another
the
YDL is
for net
the
4.
third one. The second one on the bin.
Yeah, you've already used 2. You haven't seen any other non-equivalent exchanges, or maybe you're just trying to ration out your operation. So you have 1 operation per turn with the poison vial coming down. Slap vandal time.
Yeah, it goes really well with Batless Lavandle, yeah.
With the bat pub.
And now with the Bat Pub, you can pay everything with that.
Yeah. Undoing the click, you probably need like a trashable first. So you can flicker your so you can just trash whatever with a simul chip to bring back your slap vandal. Now even this piranhas isn't doing much.
Yeah. But at one point, you also need to start to develop like how you will, because I mean poison vial can go like through piranhas like 3 times.
For sure. And
We're letting it. I know we're installing collisions
go.
to draw 1,
Withdrawing it, crashing it with a simul chip to bring back the
and
slap
we're
vandal.
putting. Yeah, will be my guess.
Yeah. Probably the best one here. Probably saving the Physarum for their funhouse or something.
I mean, you don't really need to use the poison vial all the
That
time.
is true.
There is just one subroutine that stops you. So.
That's true.
Oh,
Just scripts another agenda.
That agenda is so annoying. Like 1 point, and it gives you attack that if you don't take it, you can lose it. It's like, oh my god. I'm never happy to see it.
That's true. And usually as a runner, you don't feel good running for single accesses to flip Nebula, right?
Yeah.
But in Arsana's case, like you want to run so you can build your board. So it becomes like it becomes kind of a problem for Nebula here because okay, I'm gonna flip, and now the Arizona is just incentivized more and more to just keep on running. So you want to install, you want to use the bad pub credit. It's very cheap to get into your R&D currently, so you're just getting not R&D locked, but you're getting checked nearly every turn here.
Yeah. That's what I like about Arizona, that it's a shaper with all the shaper shenanigans, but with the word run on the ID.
Yeah.
So.
Because typically you're chilling. You're chilling as a shaper, but no, Arizona just wants you to run.
Yeah.
Discarding a
He
hush.
has access a card every turn.
Exactly.
Like every turn.
Oh, playing a petty cash for 3 credits. It's going for it. Post-truth.
Okay. So it's this deck is in a lot of small agendas.
It is.
Lots of one pointers.
Post truth. Okay. You are flipping back. Hopefully what you discarded is another petty cash. But does get you to 5 points if you can fast advance another 3-2 next turn. Finally finding a sure gamble again. Now you still want to check R&D again. Yeah. Yes.
Because you
now
won.
free. Well, not free. It's a poison vial counter. If you want it.
Yeah.
There we go. You're just intercepting all the agendas before they reach R&D.
Yeah, and the fact that that we are in that small agendas, that also makes the single access a bit better. Like you're more likely to be touching some points.
Stowaway making these runs actually credit positive.
Credit positive, yeah.
Now, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna trash the piranhas? Probably not. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, could be annoying when poison vial is out.
Oh, the Urban Art Vernissage, not a card we often see. It's getting used to just bounce, move around the stowaway.
But recently we have seen it more in Arizona.
Oh,
since since the Vantage Point.
Now you can just bounce the stowaway, make another run, install it again. You're just farming money.
Yeah.
Trashes the
We are
piranha.
trashing the piranhas. Oh my god.
That's an expensive trash.
Yeah.
Who needs chisel? Who needs crew? Just load it up with other
Just
Trojans.
put two Trojans and they will do it by themselves.
For you. Exactly. No. Haven't played an operation yet. Did not play an operation. So you can sit back here if you need to.
I think it's the
no. Just slamming the conduit. Okay. We're not chilling.
But no, I am Arizona. I want to run.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's a ping.
Ping. Thing is that with ping you can pass it. I mean, if you have slap bundle or slap bundle here will mean that you can pay with the bad pub every time.
Yeah. Even consider just loading D-tag. Probably not. Because they can shuffle back the Oracle thing tag. You got a D-tag. So maybe you have one
run
more.
A second time?
Do you run a second time if you hit another Oracle thing tap or like a
That's or tomorrow's headline.
Tomorrow's headline. Right? That Oracle think tank goes bye-bye. But no, you're just going for it. Thinking about the second card? Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
He clears it. Yeah.
Never punished. Now you. Oh, there's so much pressure in R&D.
Yeah, you need to put down a second ice or trash a third ice.
And if a stowaway drops on this ping, you're just gaining money on the conduit.
You're making paying it with the bad pub. Yeah.
Yeah. Hedge fund,
That
are
thing
you
is a
replacing this
liability.
ice a fourth time? There you go. Wow.
But I mean, the Ugly Red is managing really to keep the pressure on Nebula. Like, Nebula hasn't been able to push their game. Arizona has been just putting pressure.
That is true. And yeah, now you're at 3 credits. You did the conduit install is very expensive, for sure.
Yeah.
So now you're just clicking for credits. No, I'm just going for it.
Sending it back. Funhouse.
4 credits. Oh, before encounter. It's probably another fight arrow.
Yeah. I mess up that window also often when I'm playing Arizona on Greenet.
So you just click encounter. You just keep on clicking it.
Yeah. It's like automatic. You just click and go for it, and then it's like, oh no, my window.
So it's another Muse, probably bringing back the Fizarum from the heat.
Fizarum, yeah.
They're paying 1. You're accessing 3 cards now.
Yep. And you have back the same problem. It's like now you can pay just with Bad Pub.
Yeah, and post-truth dividend here. I wonder if you're just gonna run back again. Or you're just gonna take it easy, take it slow.
He trashes pin. Okay.
Just want to deny. And now
he's just sending it.
Ending it. Because the Corp next turn probably purging to get rid of the Fizarum and the conduit counters. Nope.
Yeah, true. But now the Ugly Red is really bottomed out to the on credits.
True. Okay, ready cash. And just port purging.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a good purge. So now Ugly Red. Ugly Red now needs some amount of credits. 2 credits and a Muse. And you're back to slamming R&D. Just not much, but like we're at 0 credits. Wonder what you're gonna do.
I think for the first time in the game, maybe the Ugly Red will just chill or set our money
True.
up, set up a bit.
Janinator has an opportunity to score if stays flipped.
Yeah, and we know also 4 cards from R&D
are safe.
So
see, it's chill. Maybe it's an HQ. You have yet to check HQ even once this game.
yeah, because now Nebula is flipped. So is there a petty cash on the bin?
No bin.
Not visible.
2 of them have been removed from the game as well.
Yeah, so
you could still red level clearance though.
True.
I'm just going for the top down moonpool again. Because with the top down, you're relocking R&D possibly.
Yeah, top down moon pool is also an option, but a really more expensive one.
For sure. Or just advancing 3 times.
That's also a possibility. 1 credit. What?
Does
this deck is in Behold or something?
I I don't think so, but it feels like it's
I
a
know
move.
we are
Yeah,
moonballing.
because you have to
We
run
are
the spin
moonballing. Yeah.
number. Maybe you find better agendas to shuffle back, like the one pointers, the Oracle think tanks. It's probably what you want to shuffle back into R&D.
Yeah. Problem now is that Arizona can just send it back to R&D.
That is true. It's an interesting what's the term? It's like interesting dynamic between the two decks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Crashing one card. No, crashing two. Yeah. Oh no, revealing two. King making Oracle.
Okay.
Oh, you're putting one more
And we
agenda.
can make to 6.
6. And you just need
Okay.
Oh, but all the post-truth dividends are out of the game.
Yeah. 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 I will think that we don't have another one pointer in hand.
Yeah. So
So
you have to force the last agenda somehow.
yeah.
Okay. So now Nebula can just end the
Now
game.
this got really interesting.
Yeah. Nebula can just end the game, but Ugly Red can just keep on hammering R&D as well.
Yeah.
If he has the right cards for it. Checking archives first. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we have.
Oh, and there's a petty cache.
Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't think it was some agendas on the bin because we just moonpool.
True. Simulchip. So you have to have the muse here or something. Or anything. So you can bring back the Physarum again.
Yeah, the thing is that simul chip you cannot use it unless you treasure conduit.
Exactly. So you have to have
Not this turn, at least.
yeah. You have to flip back Nebula.
Yeah, you need to run now.
In archives. Is it possible? You can install mid-run. It is still possible. Wow, this game has got intense just from that one turn.
Yeah. I think it's just thinking the routes or the odds of Detonator having it in hand. But I mean, when the possibility is like straight lose the game, I mean, I think you need to try to run if you have anything in hand to make it possible.
Yeah, your goal here is just you have to flip Nebula.
Yeah.
Unless you're betting that Nebula just doesn't have the agenda in hand. You could burner. I don't know if you have a burner. I mean, you also have to contend with the HQIs.
Yeah. True.
No, go for an illumination.
Okay. Illumination.
So you're just trashing.
So we are getting the flip and 3 installs.
Just encountering. So you're floating the tag? Yeah, you are floating the tag. Okay.
Okay, we go tagging.
And IP enforcement just ends the game here. Oh, installing Hannah, Docklands, but none of those help you currently. Yeah, you are flipped back though, which is good. So how does
I don't know the numbers on IP enforcement. How many credits do we need to win the game here? We should have enough, right?
should be? Oh, lucky top deck, so it is an IP enforcement.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you only need X.
Grease in the palm. Okay.
Grease. Oh, you're just greasing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
There
Great.
you go.
Yeah. Good
Wow.
game.
Good game. That was a close game for both.
Yeah. Really, really good game. That king is making really change the game. Putting back Genonator on the